Hello.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello.
Maybe. Yeah. Oh. Radio only heard me and not anybody else.
Uh-oh.
Properties. Why don't you... Okay, well, you know what? Let's do that. Wonderful. Tickle Me Elmo. Pink, rosy.
There's
All right.
Max.
Robin, let's check you out. Say something. Great. I saw the indicator move, so I'm assuming you're part of the stream.
There's
Right.
Robin.
Yes.
Let's
Okay.
try Jay.
Testing.
Okay, it moved too. So, Sarah, I'm assuming he can hear you because...
There's Jay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I'm on the same mic as Sarah, so
Yeah.
if I'm silent,
Should be fine.
then I'm a mute.
I have no idea why that happened. Oh, I changed microphones from the last time we broadcast.
He can't hear me. Why can't radio hear me?
I have no idea.
Let me get this microphone.
I think he's being snarky.
Oh, yeah, that's the snarky face.
Har, 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 har.
Oh,
Is that snarky face?
I don't know. It's multi-interpretable.
Well, we will... Thanks for joining us, Radio. Thanks for helping be our sound guy. We appreciate it.
I will voice all of John's parts if need be, if you can't hear him.
Oh, Gimo, I forgot my mask. I'm stupid.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so what we are going to start off with. Since radio didn't hear, I'll just do a quick refresh. We introduced ourselves, which is typical, and I started with a little bit of what we left off on. There was a fight scene with the last Johnson. They killed him because it went sour, and they were tired of getting paid in cash bills.
Well.
And they slipped away from the scene, hopefully not leaving behind anything important or getting caught in the process. They're heading back to their apartment to kind of regain composure, figure out what they're going to do next. But we're going to start off with Lee. It's the same day that all of this is going on, and Lee, Alexander has reached out to you. Not via phone, because phone messages don't always get to you. Instead,
For some reason.
a young orc child came into the underground, banged on your dented, reinforced door to your place, and then slid an envelope underneath it. Upon inspecting it magically as well as physically, and making sure there's nothing that's going to kill you, it's a message from Alexander, nicely asking if you can come up and hang out for a little while. He wants to talk.
Okay. Well, figure usually this needs to talk usually means I have a job.
That is correct.
So I thank the orc child.
The child just slid it under the door. He didn't stick around.
So I go collect my spell kit, also known as the prayer beads.
Mm-hmm.
Is what they're disguised as. They're actually little alchemical things. So I snap one off and use it.
Like a reagent?
Almost like all my spells are alchemical based, so...
Oh, that's right. I have to keep remembering that. You're playing an alchemist in this game.
Yes. So they're all specially formulated spell. This is like my spell book. So I collect that to see what put on my armor, because don't know what's going to be going on, and head for the entrance to the York Underground, and from there the meeting place.
Okay. It's been arranged beforehand. You know where to meet him. It's not far from where you're at, but it's definitely not close enough that you could get some distance to make sure that you're not being tailed. He's never been cryptic. He's always reached out to you the same way ever since you met him some time ago when you came to Seattle. You remember the day as you walk through the rain? Did you have maybe a raincoat or an umbrella protecting yourself from the elements?
Don't have one listed, but I probably do have like some kind of like a rain jacket.
Sure. We're not going to worry about those level details. Clothing is not something I will question about if you don't have. I hope, because if you don't have clothing written down, you're not running around butt naked underneath all that armor, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, rain jacket.
Exactly. So as you are walking through the rain to the designated meeting location, it is a closed down park where children used to play. There are basketball courts, tennis courts. There's a pool that is now overfilled and out of use, as it has become more of a swamp since the rain came so many years ago and hasn't gone away. There's a metal... What is it called? Not a gazebo. It's where all the park benches sit.
Carport?
What's that?
Like a carport?
Yeah, like a carport, but you have a bunch of benches underneath.
I know what you're... The covered area.
It's like it's a covered area at the park, and there's a word for it, and I'll remember it sometime later. Middle of the night, it'll wake me up. But you're heading that direction, and you've not had any reason ever to question Alexander. What's your loyalty to him?
I think it's a 4.
Okay, so you guys are tight.
Yeah, 4.
You guys are really like he might even try to keep you out of jail if he could, kind of scenario, like lie in court if he had to.
It's like he's almost close enough to be family.
Exactly.
Almost.
But when you got off that boat, it was him that you ran across. It was him and his brother Chris that you ran across while you were seeking out something, while you were still freshly new to the Orc Underground and trying to mix in, learn the language.
Yeah.
It was by accident that you met him and Chris both that fateful night while you were seeking out some Tong informant that it wasn't a pretty thing. There was some magic, some people died, and you made a man explode, but you saved Chris's life.
It was a night of blood and fire.
It really was. And if it wasn't for Alexander nursing you back after the whole event because you had injured yourself, you might not have survived the night. You might have gone to jail for having magical abilities and no ID. You still have the ID that he gave you, right? With the fake ID and information?
Yeah. Yes. Set me up as a young Chinese American of
under the name Li.
Ming. Yeah, Minghua.
Minghua.
Yeah. Which Hua is actually a part of her real name is Li.
Yeah.
Her fake ID is under the name Minghua, which is a fairly common.
Exactly.
Both very common names.
You walk through the rain-soaked streets by the miserable-looking trees and into the park. In places where the rain lets up enough, the grass has definitely grown in, but that doesn't mean the concrete's not mud-washed. Nearby, another overhang, a group of squatters have turned a derelict gymnasium, because this used to be a school or something, you're not too sure, derelict gymnasium into their home and have modified it. You can see fires on the inside. It's the only light in the area. All the street lights in this area are out. You walk underneath walk toward. Go ahead.
Good thing I'm an orc. I have low light, since I have low light vision.
You walk into an area where you can see the majority of the park, and you can see Chris moving around, and he's pacing, smoking a long haul. What do you want to do?
I approach, just making certain he sees me.
Okay.
And sees that it's me. Come up to him and say, "You called? Contacted me?"
He doesn't look 100% okay. He has bags under his eyes. A little bit more than a week ago, you and him were involved in some serious, business as you and him were hunting someone or trying to find someone who killed his brother. You walked in on the scene with him to see him hovering over his dead brother. You were there when he lost his shit. You were there when he wanted to kill a man who wasn't even related to the entire incident. You stopped him from making a terrible mistake.
Yes, I I'm still very reserved, so I'm trying to keep this as to business as usual in hopes that that will be normal,
Yeah.
something normal in his life.
He doesn't look okay. His
Yeah.
his eyes have bags under it. His coat looks like it's wrinkled. He's normally got a decent appearance. Him and Chris both were always on trying to like at least look decent. Chris was always a bit shakier and nervous, and he was the younger brother. He had all the tools in front of him, but he didn't have the experience that Alexander has. Alexander's been
Yeah.
doing this a little bit longer, and in fact, this is the part that you know that really makes this part hard for him. Alexander brought his brother into the circle and started introducing him how to be an informant, how to be a fixer, how to get involved in the world.
Yeah, and this is also something I know about since I was an older sibling whose younger sibling was lost. So I remember the
That
first
sensation,
week.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like, and I say, what do you need?
I found someone who might know who called the hit on my brother, who set this all up. He hands you a picture out of his pocket. It's a print on some somewhat water resistant paper, or better yet, it's a print in a plastic bag.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Shaolai, and I think she's responsible for organizing everything involving that Shadowrunner and my brother.
Okay.
And I think she's either the decider maker, the one who made the choice,
Mm-hmm.
or she might just be the person who contacts people. And I wanna have a personal talk with her about where she fits into everything.
Okay.
I want you to help me with that.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna get up roll 20, and because I'm gonna roll knowledge tong to get me see if I have any idea where this woman fits in the organization. So uh, I'm if if she's the person to
Say that again.
fight some heavy uh,
You broke up a bit there.
Yep.
Oh, she looks almost very good.
who did were probably enforcement. Let's see, 8, 2 successes.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
I had that list in one of my files, and now I'm just trying to find it again. And I can't. Of course. All right. Here we go. All right. So 2 successes. The name doesn't ring a bell right off the bat, but if you know that she can make calls or at least say, "Hey, this guy needs to be executed," she's easily what's referred to as a red pole, or more commonly an enforcer, which
Mhm.
puts her above the general stock trooper, or you know,
Yeah,
low
the grass
individual.
sandal.
Exactly.
Hmm. Yeah. So,
Shulai.
yep, Shulai. And so she's probably not going to be the easiest person to get to.
No, you understand what Alexander's asking you is not something that's going to be easy to do. He hands you the
Yeah.
piece of plastic, the picture in the plastic Ziploc bag, and he says, I've been kind of tracking some of the stuff she does, and she frequents a nail salon in Tacoma, and I think that would be a good place to pick her up at. You'll get paid, of course.
Yeah. I think I know I mean this in the best way. We need some help. I know a few people.
What are you talking
And
about? We've been
if she's calling shot, this could get very ugly very fast. And I'm not afraid of ugliness, but I think this might be beyond just the two of us.
okay.
I'm not.
He kind of gives a nod. I trust you.
Okay, good. Let me see if I'll make a few calls. See if I'll make a call. I know one person, and
Okay.
he knows other people.
Don't talk about money. No matter what happens, that's my job. I'll talk to people about money and figure that out.
Yes.
But I
Yes.
think she knows either who made the call or she made the call. And if she made the call, then she's the one I want.
Yes. I understand. Because Alexandra and I did have a couple conversations about what happened to my family.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So he knows I'm after blood too, but he also knows there's more distance between me and what happened. So I'm in a position to more of a position to think rationally. So I go get on
He
to
stops you before you start to leave.
yeah. Well, I'm just like go. I'll come back in a few minutes. I'm just going to make a call.
Okay.
Going to step out and make a call.
All right. I'm assuming maybe you got an earpiece and you play with the phone in your pocket. Do you have
Yep.
AR goggles?
I have AR glasses.
Okay. So you don't even play with anything in your pocket. You just stare out into the rain as you start moving your eyes around to make the necessary functions of your earpiece pick up. Who are you calling?
Nemo.
All right.
The time. Oh, what is the time of day?
Um.
Like, is it anywhere near our fiasco?
Yeah, this is supposed to be happening right as you guys are on the road heading back.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. So Zamora, Nemo's about to receive a call from a number you don't recognize. The question is, which phone is it going to be on? John?
Oh, it's on my Nemo phone.
So the
My
Nemo phone is about to get a
standard
phone
work
call
phone.
from a number you don't recognize, and you begin tracing it back, and it's listed under a Ming Hao Kwa Ming Kwa, like that fast. That's how quickly you find out who owns it and stuff like that. And right now, you could, if you want to, initiate a trace to follow them back to figure out where this person might physically be, because whatever, however you want to run it. But that nanosecond later, John, your comm link goes off, telling you have an incoming call. There you are on your bike, driving briskly through the rain, holding on as tight as you can, while the most important fluid of your life is seeping out of your body.
Yeah. So I'm wearing my my glasses, or I guess maybe it's just like on the helmet, the visor of my helmet. And so I'm looking in the direction of the auto reply that says, "Your message is very important to me. Please leave it, and I will call you back."
Okay.
It's my, yep. It's my.
But you have an auto reply on?
Yeah.
Don't we all?
It's standard.
It's on my phone. I can swipe from side to side and send a text message saying I'm busy, or call you back later.
Because I'm bleeding.
Oh, right.
On a motorcycle in the rain, trying to find out what course I should navigate to give you the most time to make sure we're not being followed back to our safe place.
So he doesn't bleed out in the process.
Yep. Oh yeah, that part.
Cool.
All right.
Just keep pressure right there, right there.
Okay, I'm doing it. It's weird. It's all warm and not great.
All right. Lee, you get directed to a visual message saying what John voiced.
I simply say, Nemo, it's Lee. It is about the matter we discussed when you visited.
All right. Zamora, you're privileged to this information because, dear God, you're not only you're all in his business.
All the business.
All the business.
Oh, it was Lee. She wants to talk to you about whatever you guys talked about.
Okay, that's great. I
say
pressure.
No, I am. I'm keeping pressure.
I just got distracted.
Stop reading my messages and keep the blood inside me.
You leave the message and step back onto the pavilion. Bam! I remembered it.
Good job.
Yeah, I say I've got a message to him. I assume you don't intend for us to move immediately.
No.
And then I say, when he says no, I say, just remember, if you need to talk, I'm here.
I appreciate that. Get in touch with me when your friend gets back to you.
I will.
And he throws his long haul into the ground, in the water, and then steps back out into the rain, pulling up his coat over his head, and then goes the other direction from which you came from to get here.
Okay. All right. While I'm waiting, I'm going to go to the Stuffer Shack, near Stuffer Shack, and buy 2 metal links for Shopeye to eat.
Okay.
And play with. And hopefully, one for him to eat immediately, and the other one to start training him.
Those are 100 yen a piece.
Yes.
All right. Well, I mean, so just consider that's like that's not their normal diet. They can live off that, but it's kind of like the soft, chewy morsel things that you can get for them.
Yeah, I know.
They get all crazy
Well,
about.
I'm planning. Here's what I figure I do. I send. You said he was eating like texts.
Mm-hmm.
I figure I send like texts to his
Oh.
meddling.
Put it up high so he can't get to it, but at least can see him passing by, maybe and swipe at him or something.
Yeah, and eat the data.
Eat the data. Got it.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about figuring out how to train him to only eat certain messages. So like how to tag messages like this is for you.
Okay. Sure, you buy them. Cheap generic phones. Maybe grab yourself something to eat and head back to the Orc Underground. We're going to segue back over to the other group who are trying not... Well, the other players who are trying not to bleed out.
Mm-hmm.
I know where a vet is.
Well, so am I actually in danger of bleeding out?
There's a lot of blood. You don't really know. Do you have any medical skills? Go ahead and roll.
Let's
if you don't
see.
have them, you can default.
I've got first aid.
Sweet. Roll first aid.
So that's a plus logic, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see if it dies. Come on.
Didn't you say you had a medical kit too?
No one has a medical kit.
No, I've got some band-aids and a tampon.
I have a sewing kit and dental floss at my house.
So I got 5 successes. I am really good at first aid.
Wow.
Yeah, you're bleeding out.
Oh.
Yeah, it's bad. Seven wounds, right?
Yeah.
Out of your...
How...
What?
Do I measure how dead I am? I think it's out of 11, if that's what that number
if it's out of
off
11?
the side means. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we sure? Do I need to look up how we determine your condition?
Well, I'm just looking at the character sheet, and next to the physical damage track, there is a number that is 11, and then below that, there is a number that is 0, and I know not what either of them mean.
It's because we don't get taken enough damage in this game. I will fix that. Give me 1 second to find...
I've taken a lot of damage before.
No.
You know that one time whenever I was in the mental hospital and then I was just frying my brain by myself? Yeah, I remember that.
I ate a grenade one time. I ate a grenade with my belly.
It did. We have audio confirmation that did happen.
You also got nearly taken out by a black eye.
Oh
yeah, that was fun.
Okay. Well, maybe there's enough reason to say that you guys don't need...
We don't take damage often, because when we do, we almost die.
No, Zamora almost dies.
This is like, what, the second or third time I've almost died.
That's true. Well, we have a couple of choices. We can go to Dr. Feelgood.
Oh, God.
Or, I know where a vet is!
Attributes, doing stuff. This book.
Yeah.
This book.
They do.
Probably that one.
So we're going to a vet?
We're gonna go to the vet that was gonna help me with my brain. But then she was like, you need to see a real doctor.
We don't even do brain tumors in vet school.
There's something wrong with her that's beyond me. I sew up dogs.
Body divided by 2 plus 8.
Oh, man. Okay. Do I round up or down on the division?
It doesn't say.
Yes.
So, there was a thing in the front, and I do believe everything in this game is round up.
Hey. Okay, so it's body divided by 2, which is 3, plus, you said 4?
8.
Plus 8?
8.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, 11.
And your stun
That's what that number is.
willpower divided by 2 plus 8.
Yeah, that's okay, so that's what that 11 and 10 mean. That's my...
Your overflow is equal to your body plus augmentation bonuses.
Yep. So mine is a 5. So
Mine is a 9.
So does that mean that I have taken 11 damages out of my 11 possible before I go into overflow?
That is correct. And then your
Okay.
overflow is 5. So if you take 17, you're dead.
Yep. Okay. Excellent.
And
Cool.
there's not enough left of you to do anything with.
Oh man.
So-
Grenades, man.
Yeah. Where's that vet at?
So because, and this is a house rule that I happily share with everybody else, because the damage was above your body, it's technically a bleeding wound.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
Samora gets a bleeding wound when she touches paper. Because her body is a 1.
2.
You've been working out.
I try. I pick
Okay.
up heavy things in my apartment, like the Roomba.
Yep.
That thing is like 3 pounds.
All right. So, there you are, driving your bike. You get the realization it's kind of bad. I mean, you're going to bleed out. The bleeding might get staunched at some point. If you can get to a place where you can first aid yourself and it takes time for first aid to work, you can stop the bleeding and then it's a lot of resting. But you might have metal inside you, and that can be bad in the future.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So,
Dr. Feelgood?
yeah, no, I don't want to go to Dr. Feelgood.
Dr.
So-
Feelgood.
We're going
I don't want to wake up in a drawer.
I'm going to give you some information. First of all, there are some
Yeah.
really great devices out there that will tell you what the fuck to do. They are
Yeah.
machines that you can get your hands on. Somebody who has some ability of Wi-Fiing and turning on and hacking and shit can tell it to do stuff. And it is a medical kit that has a computer in it that knows how to do stuff. And then with it, somebody who has at least some first aid skill can help get you stabilized and doing fine. So, but they have to have first aid skill. They have to have skill in it. So maybe Zamora might be able to do that. Vets are going to have this device. Paramedics are going to have this device. Doctors are most likely going to have this device. And it's basically a med kit. It's a fancy one. You would know of this because you have first aid from your training.
Yep. Okay. But those are hard to get your hands on. Like, it requires time to find and procure.
Well, if you pop the tire on a paramedic vehicle, they're not hard to find anymore because they're on the inside of the paramedic vehicle.
Oh my god.
Let's just go to the vet.
Yeah, we're going to the vet.
What time? What time at night is it?
Wasn't it like 9 o'clock at night?
Yeah, it's definitely nighttime. But there's always emergency vets.
This vet responded to emergency calls, though, didn't she?
Oh, that's true.
You got her number through someone else, didn't you?
I did.
Do you remember who gave you that number?
No, I don't.
Good thing I do.
Radio thinks we should do a Shadowrun on an emergency room in order to heal myself.
We should have thought about that whenever I was going in for brain surgery. You guys could have been like, we're going to sneak around and get a healing kit. Ooh.
Yeah, but that's like brain surgery.
No, while I was in brain, like waiting for me, you know? Like I was doing things.
Robbed the hospital.
I know,
Yeah.
man, multitasking, we're all terrible at it.
It's true. It's very true.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
John, you're on the bike, you're driving, you're trying to figure stuff out, and you realize the bleeding's not too bad. It's not going to stop very well. You need bandages, you need a lot of stuff. You need to get someplace safe out of this rain. There's a lot of shit you need to do, and so you're running through your head. Zamora, you had another task at hand. Do you remember what that was? Making sure you're not being followed.
Oh, yeah. Doing that.
All right. How are you going to figure that out?
Matrix perception.
Go for it.
I'm gonna fuck around my dice. Hopefully, I actually have, like, you know, I do good this time.
I believe in you.
I also believe in myself.
I believe.
Right.
John, if you can write down somewhere on your sheet or a piece of information, the medical kit is listed on page 450.
Okay.
That'll make it easier later when I go back to reference it if we need to.
Medkit, page 450.
Yes.
Noted.
Thank you, sir.
See, if that guy hadn't been so determined to get in a gunfight, I could have gotten myself a dock wagon out of the whole deal, and then I wouldn't have to worry next time I get shot.
That's true.
Jesus Christ. This is so many dice. Because Kuma.
Oh wow, that's a dice explosion. Does that say 32?
Yeah, it does.
Oh man.
It does, in fact. Because I get...
No wonder you're doing such a terrible job at stopping the bleeding. You are in the Matrix.
Yeah. Because it's 14 plus...
Just roll them.
-2 because of the rain. -2 because of the grid. Unless you're using your grid that your house is on.
Global.
And stuff like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
global.
Let's see if there's any other penalties. I'm really going to say that you're distracted, but you're not hot simmed in, so you don't get those bonuses.
Yeah. So it's...
Just losing 2 because of the rain.
Yeah. So it's 10 plus... That's 14. Sorry, that is...
Did you roll too many?
Yeah, it's 14 plus 12. So it would actually be 26. Sorry.
That's just... We have to reduce, so we have to re-roll those. I apologize.
No.
You got the
sorry
same
about
number of
that.
successes.
Same. Nice.
Same.
It was meant to be.
All right. 12 successes. Now, of course, the limit is the data processing on your deck. +1 because of Kuma.
That would be 8.
So you got 8 successes. Grossly overpowering the situation as you begin doing a matrix perception. There are 2 Kagami drones following your location, probably half a kilometer's distance behind. As you guys are making a move onto a small interstate, they too change direction. They are not following the roads, but their course in action, they're definitely, not half a kilometer, more like 200 meters behind you guys in the air, flying through the rain. They're tiny drones too, they're nothing special. Currently in the Matrix, as you pop in, there is a stealth agent also following behind your location. A Kagami agent.
Okay. So to get rid of that, like get rid of the agent, we could just go silent. Like completely turn off all of our devices.
That is correct.
Okay. So I do that.
Okay.
Just done.
But that means you have no access to the internet except for your technomancer abilities.
Ugh, I
Bam,
know.
bam, 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 bam. Your deck's off. The phones are off. John's phone's off. John's bike is not off, but it doesn't have a signal. As soon as you do that, you are no longer in the Matrix.
Oh, this is weird. I don't like it.
Now, are you going to enter via your Technomancer node? Because a minute ago, you were just talking about stuff and getting Kuma's help. That means and tells me you were using your cyber deck.
Yes. Let me... Because I know there's something I can do as far as... Ugh. If I can put out enough noise, I can get these drones off of us. I'm pretty sure.
You can give them some severe penalties. Yes.
And then we can probably get out. Like,
Yeah.
totally out, away from it. Okay. Target with a software plus resonance versus data processing. For each net hit you get, the target's noise is increased by 1. Okay. So I'm looking at Pulse Storm right now.
Uh-huh.
It's on page 252.
Uh-huh.
And it says that I pull signals out of the resonance and surround the target with them. Could I choose myself and put noise around us?
Yes. Because you could be the target.
Okay. Well then. My software is decent and my resonance is decent.
All right. Each and it is a software plus resonance versus the logic and data of the drones and their operators.
Okay.
And so let's see how good Kagami can do.
Oh god. Okay. So with this, I should still be able to get a +2 for my matrix actions because I have that +2.
It's raining.
It's raining. Got it. So knock that off. Excuse me. Can I still technically be on the global grid?
I mean, you'd be using it, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So that counts for you. Are you going to hot sim in, fall off the back of the bike, and turn this into a meat?
No.
Meat wheel.
You want to see Zamora die?
No.
That's how you die. Okay. I'm scared. So I have.
You got all your dice.
I've 10 dice.
Woohoo!
You could do it.
You got any edge you want to throw into this that you haven't already used?
Did I use an edge last time?
No.
I don't think I did.
No, I'm the only one that used edge last time, I think.
Well, you could throw an edge that gives you an extra dice, putting at 11, and any 6s you get to re-roll.
Or you can do it and re-roll your failures afterwards instead.
I'll re-roll my failures. Do I still get a die, a plus die?
No. Yeah,
okay.
And you don't have to decide to do it now. You wait until after you see your results.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the first way that I mentioned, you have to do it now.
Okay. So let's go ahead and roll, and then I'll re-roll my failures.
Sounds good.
Oh, 5 successes.
5 successes.
You let out a burst. As you do, and you begin focusing and trying it, the sensation, the cold nakedness of being a technomancer out in the harsh, cold, cruel world, far away from the protection of your deck and whatnot, because it's sitting there like a piece of cold steel at your leg. You feel it, and then the amount of noise you generate around you is 3 successes. And that noise bothers you because you are a technomancer. Noise is bothersome. So you've increased the noise of them. So I'm going to make them re-roll a perception check to find you guys.
Okay.
You're going to be rolling your stealth. Zamora is going to be rolling her technomancer stealth.
Okay.
Not her hacker stealth, which is your logic plus your sleaze. Do you have your technomancer sleaze rating?
I do. It's 7 now.
That's what you're going to be using plus your logic. Versus, let's see, they have 14 dice. They lose 2 from range, 2 from pool, and 3 from your noise. That's 7 they're losing out of 14. They go to 7.
Okay.
That's 2 rolls from 2 different operators.
Okay.
So, first operator, 1 success. Zamora. Second operator, 5 successes.
Oh my god.
Zamora.
Oh shit. Shit. Okay.
7 successes. It tingles, it pains, there's part of you that hurt. The back of your head feels like it's on fire as you burst out this level of noise that radiates. Nearby, people in the street starting who are paying attention to their phone or Walkman or wondering what the hell that thing was that just happened, that just covered half a kilometer with an additional amount of noise. physically looking back in the rain and seeing if the drones are following. They're so far away now you can't see them. But you are not entering into the matrix to look around for the agent. You've gone black.
Yeah,
Nothing is on. It can't find you unless it starts looking through cameras, and it has to do that. But you guys are out of the Tacoma area, so you have gone into the downtown area. Kagami has no authority here.
So from all of what she just did, I would not have noticed any of it.
No, you still are having a conversation about going to the vet or seeing Dr. Feelgood. This is happening in between all of that.
Excellent.
So while I'm holding on to the back of you and everything, whenever I send out that pulse storm on my own persona, I kind of like shiver, but I don't lose pressure on you, but it's just like a trembling kind of sensation, like because I'm holding so tight to you and holding your wound, and just because the noise, like since the noise bothers me, it's just like.
But you have to generate it at this point in time.
Yeah.
How long are you going to hold it up? Because it doesn't say anything about a duration. Nope, duration is 1, so it's a it's a burst.
It would have just been. Yeah.
Yeah, so if there are any, I don't know, emergency vets in the area, I think that would be our best bet.
Okay.
You just whisper it like that.
Yes. That's just kind of like, because I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Did, so, what level of a pulse storm did you pick?
Oh.
We didn't do that part. So you have to at least pick a 3.
Which is fine.
Which would been kind of undercutting yourself. But I don't think you would have picked 3. I think you might have picked higher than 3. What is your resonance?
4.
So 4 is the median point?
Yeah, so 4 I would have picked my resonance level, which is fine.
Now you're rolling against the fade of 4.
Yes.
Do you know how to do that?
I forgot. I know we did it last time. It is. I need to make a note over here. Like on fade.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Resonance plus willpower.
Okay. So it would be 9.
All right.
4 successes.
You're good. No stun. All right, you guys pull into a 24-hour vet place. It's got one of those little curvy bits that you can come up and pop out of your car and take your pet inside so that they can see the nurse and stuff like that.
I would have, like after we got into the city, I would have called ahead to the doctor's number.
Dr. Feelgood?
No.
He doesn't run a 24 vet service. That would be scary as fuck.
No. The lady vet that I went to the last time.
Okay, he said a close vet. Now you're talking about a lady vet.
No. I said earlier the vet that I went to.
So here, I would have said just, any 24-hour vet will do. Zoe knowing that she has a vet contact, I'm sure would just take me there and not tell me it wasn't the closest.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I wanted to take him to. I would have called ahead and said, hey, I got an incoming issue.
All right.
Do you have an appointment open?
You reach out to her, and she does answer. Hello? Who's this?
Hi. This... I'm sure you remember, I was the girl with the brain issue that came in X amount of time before.
Yeah, that's been a little bit. This is a reserved line.
Right. I'm sorry. I just have an issue, an emergency issue, and I was wondering if I could bring in
You have a horse that's been injured?
Yes.
I can be at my office in about 10 minutes. Can you be there?
Great. Yes.
Thank you. And then she hangs up. Which you then detect that a program comes shooting back towards your phone, and it's a trace. You didn't call her last time. You just got the number from her last time. So do you allow the trace to happen, or in your state of mind, do you block it or try to whack it back? It's your call. Nanoseconds worth of time.
Yeah. Who is it coming from? Her?
You don't know. You have to trace the trace.
Fuck. Tracing the trace. How do I trace?
It's a trace program. You let the trace go through, and then you trace it back.
Okay.
Which is a computer plus intuition versus willpower and sleaze. That doesn't mean the trace program goes back. It just means the trace program gets to you, but you hook onto it and write it back and cancel it out when it gets there. I'm assuming you follow me what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What was it? I'm sorry.
You're going to run a trace program on the trace program.
Right.
Data is computer plus intuition. Data processing is your limit. Willpower plus the sleaze of the other program. Willpower is that. Sleaze is that. No other modifiers except distance, so we lose another 1. 1 success.
Oh, then I'll buy 2.
All right.
I
You
can-
trace the trace program back to the doctor's office where you're now headed. She has a decent computer setup that basically her phone or whatever it is hooked up to sent a trace out to figure out who the hell you are. Where you're coming from. Do you want to kill it, make sure it doesn't arrive back?
Yes.
All right.
Because I don't need that. Can I attach a note to it saying, be there in 10 minutes?
If you want to.
Sure.
All right, it's cyber combat plus logic versus the intuition and firewall of her setup,
Ooh,
which is still the same.
cyber
1
combat.
success.
Cyber combat. Cyber combat plus intuition.
Cyber combat plus logic.
Oh. Well, that's better.
You only need 1 success.
Oh, then I'll buy 1.
Okay. You crash her trace program and leave her a message on her device. Be there in 10 minutes.
Yay.
Nothing weird about that.
Yeah.
Later. All right. We have a person heading off to their Shadowrun game. Jay, you have driven the vehicle toward the place. You did the thing. You controlled the drone, and then turning back around, they're heading back toward the apartment. You arrive at the apartment. As you pull into the apartment parking lot, you don't see Nemo's bike anywhere.
Okay.
You've been busy with kind of doing other things, looking at real estate and Playopa on your drive back to actually pay attention, and you did not notice what happened to their icons. When you realize that you've gotten back and his bike's not here, you do a quick look around for his icon, and it's gone. His phone icon, gone. Zamora's phone icon, gone. Her cyberduck running silently, still not there. They're gone.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I mean, I'd have no way of being able to find them.
Nope.
There's not a whole lot I can do.
You can go inside and hang out with Trixie. Nobody's going to be at the apartment for a while. You can have sex in the front room.
Right.
Maybe
Where's,
go to other people's rooms and have
We
sex.
can go into Zamora's bed.
There you go. Read my mind.
I wouldn't do that, though.
I wouldn't want to have to murder you. In your sleep, digitally. Just saying.
Yeah, that's probably what I'd do. I wouldn't worry about fixing the drone up. Did I take any stun damage? I don't think I did.
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, yeah,
Just
you could wait on fixing the drone. It took a few rounds. Not a big deal.
yeah, I would wait till tomorrow morning to work on the drone. I would
Okay.
just go inside and hang.
All right. You get back.
Now, could I try calling them?
Yes.
Does that mean their phone's off?
You don't see the icon. That doesn't mean that if you can't do a scan for the icon, it could mean that they've gone in stealth mode, which means you can call them. You just don't see the icon. But you're pretty good at, doing that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah, I'll call them.
you go straight to voicemail.
I'll leave a message. It will say, "Hey, this is Gears. Just checking up on you. I noticed." No, I don't want to say that.
You could say,
This is
"Hey."
Gears. Just checking up on you.
You could also say,
Let me
"Hey,
know.
can I have the tofu that's on your side of the fridge?"
Just call me back as soon as you can to let me know everything's all right. Or call me if you need me.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. When Trixie hears you talk this way, she asks if everything is okay.
Oh yeah, nothing's wrong. Just a typical day in my life. Shot up a bunch of drones, killed a guy, no big deal. And I say it just like that, just like, yeah, nonchalantly. No big deal, killed a guy.
She pauses for a moment after you say that and, steps forward and goes, "Oh, babe. How'd you kill him?"
Wow.
Actually, I don't know which one of us actually killed him. Was it John or me?
That was a lot of bullets
Um,
all over.
I don't think that I killed him. I think that I was just distracting him while you shot him up.
Oh, I just shot him up. No big deal.
Well, he probably deserved it.
Oh, he definitely did.
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
That guy.
She pokes you. What do we want to do now? I mean, I don't have anything else to do. My TV shows just got over.
I don't know. Does all this killing talk make you feel?
She nods. Yes.
Gross.
She fishes into her purse that's sitting nearby and pulls out little pieces of paper with colorful images on it. She goes, "This doesn't do me any good, but you want to get high?"
Sure.
Okay. She hands you a few of the tabs and drags you off to the bedroom.
What was it?
Acid.
Okay.
Because she can't.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
She can't do acid now, man.
At least she's being
Doesn't
responsible.
work. Oh, she's still going to do them. There's going to be like a nanosecond
I will
of
be.
healing.
I will not be able to do anything for the next 9 hours.
Sounds good. John, you arrive at this vet place. It's an office. You've driven a little bit longer. You're feeling pretty weak at this point in time. I'm going to say you've probably taken about 3 points of stun from the blood loss. So as you pull in and the bike comes to a stop, you thought your hands were cold from the rain and the whatnot, but you're not sure anymore because you're feeling like it's kind of hard to move your hands. As you step off the bike, Zoe, you're there too. There's only a few lights on. The back rolling gate to where you guys pulled up to immediately starts sliding open. She makes efforts to gesture just for you to come in. Like, "Bring the bike too," she says loudly.
Okay.
Yeah, so I will make efforts to walk my bike into the rolly door.
All right.
Let's go on.
Make a body check.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
With a -2.
-3.
-3.
Oh. Oh, never mind.
Is it still -2 with the rain?
No, not for this. You're in an overhang.
Okay.
Can I help?
Hold on, let me struggle bus. 1 success.
Yeah, he's struggle bussing.
I'll help with my 2 bodies. Oh.
All right.
With our powers combined.
She also comes out immediately and helps too, gets the bike in as quickly as possible. She yells, "We got to get this jacket off, get the helmet off." And the woman goes into immediately triage at this point. She's like, "You need to lay down over there on that table. You help him with that." And so she forcefully begins pulling off the helmet, taking the strap off, grabbing your jacket, peeling it off. And with a lot of effort, they get your clothes off as much as possible and lay you down onto a really sizable stretcher. Hanging above you, there are some straps and chains and stuff. You're not sure exactly what they're for, but they're as big as a horse.
Oh, man. Internally, I'm wondering if maybe I would have been better off with Dr. Feelgood now.
By the way, you have driven to almost the south end of Payapa, and you've come to a veteran that takes care of farm animals.
Excellent.
All right, the place has the smell of a farm as well, because, it's just how it happens.
I mean, iodine cleans everything.
Boom!
So.
She rips her shirt open with just pulling as hard as she can to pop it open. And
that was my favorite shirt.
Was past tense. You think that in your head, but you don't know if you say it. Zamora, all you hear is him going, "I'm a favorite," something along those lines. She grabs a shelf, drags it next to her, pulls out a machine, opens his shirt the rest of the way, and slides the machine onto his chest, and then slaps a button. The cuff, the suction cup kind of sucks onto his chest slightly and starts making a bunch of noise. She turns to you and says, "That refrigerator over there, O-negative blood now. They're all labeled. Shouldn't be hard."
I run over and get the thing and bring it back. And here we go.
She begins applying pressure. You can feel the wound, and she begins playing with several other devices, and she goes, "There's shrapnel. I have to get it out."
Shit.
Something metallic is in there. What could it be? Do you know? She's looking at you as she's got the blood. She's hanging it up, running up.
I only got shot a couple of times or
slaps
something.
Nemo in the face. What could be in there?
Bullet.
Bullet?
Bullet.
Is it
Bullet.
an explosive round?
No, I don't think so.
I don't remember.
I don't think it was.
Nemo's wider than normal, and so she puts the IV and just jabs it into his thigh.
Ooh.
After, of course, she grabs his pants, undoes his pants, slides them down, gets to the inside of the thigh, and just jabs it into the largest vein. Because she doesn't have tiny needles hooked to these things. These things aren't meant for tiny creatures like
Jesus Christ.
I'm glad that she's trying to save my pants instead of just taking the shears.
You're correct.
She cuts your pants off.
Well, we're going to say for the purpose of decency, she got your pants and not your drawers at the same time. She tells Zamora to go put pressure on these sides, push in. She's going to gather the necessary materials and remove it. Blood begins flowing in you, and she comes up and she goes, "This is the part where you go to sleep, and you feel a needle in your arm. It's not a very pleasant, stabby sensation, but the cocktail is meant to put out larger animals, and she only gives you a small portion." You go to sleep. She begins to work. Within minutes, she's pulled out a piece of metal, and then another piece. She's using a tiny little device to find them all. There's lots of blood. You got lots of bandages you're pushing up and whatnot, and then you have to go get another thing of blood, and you've never done this stuff before, so you need to make a willpower test.
Yes!
Sorry, composure test.
Oh. I have so many composures.
You're wearing your brave pants.
I'm wearing my brave pants. Brave pants.
You're doing it. You're fine. We're gonna fast forward at this point in time. You watch her pull out 3 pieces of metal. You see.
I keep them.
Team uniforms with Velcro closures and stripper pants. Nice. Yep. You watch him perform the operation, remove 3 pieces of metal, reorganize his guts as best she possibly can, put in some patchwork on his intestines that have been shredded, and then begin sewing the hole up. There are pieces of Nemo's intestines that are laying on the table that have been cut out because they were too shredded. And then she sewed the 2 pieces back together and then sewed him shut. She gives him a healthy dose of get your ass up.
Shit!
Says
What did that guy shoot me with?
I don't know. I kept the bullets. I have them. Like I put them in a little jar.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You're proficient in ammunition. This is one of these bullets that they spread upon impact. So what hit him was a portion of the bullet and the metal piece from the actual machine. So a piece of like flattish metal went in along with 2 pieces of bullet. The doctor gives you some medication, and within an hour, Nemo, you're starting to wake up. You're no longer under the penalties of your -3. Your wound is still the same, and you're -2. Your wound is still the same, but you have been patched up, and you have received medical care. So I'm going to do some medical care roll, and that'll help for your recovery. As you become awake, you're in the room by yourself. You're laying in the bed with a sheet covering you up. You're still wearing your underwear. And there is a IV now in your arm, and it's got a saline drip into it. You look around. It's a decent-looking room for animals, you know? Little pictures of kitty cats and stuff.
There's nobody in the room with me?
What's that?
There's nobody in the room with me?
No.
Terrible aftercare.
I'm paying her.
You can't hear me
I
silently
know.
judge
You're
the situation in my head.
You're so rude. God. I hear everything.
Even my voicemails.
Yep.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm gonna shuffle myself in bed and like try and sit up.
Oh yeah,
And-
you have your facilities. You look at your side and you can see all the stitch work. They were done with hard plastic stitching, so there's going to be somebody that's going to have to remove that. Not that you can't. You know what you're doing.
Okay. Ooh. Are there like medical implements around me?
Yes.
Within reach? Okay,
Yeah, sure.
so I know I'm gonna need a pair of tweezers
Mm-hmm.
and a scalpel.
All right. So you look around the
remove
room. You don't
stitches
see
later.
your pants. You don't see your shirt or your armored jet vestment or any of your other implements. Just you and your underwear in here. You grab the tweezers. You stick them into your underwear.
No, I'm not gonna stick them in my underwear because I still have to hold on to the scalpel. I guess I'll wait until priorities first. I have to find my pants
Okay. So
and my armor.
You stand up. You feel strong enough to stand, but your gait is like a drag. You've been somewhat cleaned up because you still had blood on your hands.
Yeah.
It's kind of sticky and red-tipped fingers.
Wait, is my saline drip on a wheelie rack
It
or
is
is
on
it
a
stationary?
wheelie thing.
Oh, good. Okay, because I don't want to rip that out of my arm yet. I'm gonna try and like use the saline rack for support and like hobble myself around the room trying to find my stuff.
None of the stuff you open several places, and none of the stuff in here is yours. There's a lot of stuff in here: paper towels, toilet paper, tissue papers, gloves, lots of fucking gloves.
No clothes.
No.
Okay.
As a veterinarian office, they normally don't have any outfits for humans.
I need some horse pants.
If a horse was wearing pants, would it cover up their back end, their front end, or both?
It depends on the horse, I suppose.
The questions of life.
The old fashions were the all fours.
Okay. How many exits are in this room?
One.
Is it? Oh yeah. Okay. So I'll go up to the door and I'll pull it open just a crack, and like give a listen and peek around and see if I see
You
anything.
hear slight laughter. You hear Zamora's voice and someone else you don't recognize too well. They seem to be having idle conversation.
Okay. I'm going to stealth out into the hallway.
Okay. Roll.
That's 4. And it's agility, right? For
Yes.
excellent. 10. Do I have any? I don't have negatives for being injured anymore.
You do. You do have
Oh.
them, but you're not feeling them. So you could sprint if you wanted to.
No, I don't want to tear my stitches.
So, yeah, you don't have the penalties. You roll in your full dice pool. Let's see, 7 plus 5.
Yeah, 4 successes.
All right, she is giving you plus 5 dice to your healing rolls from her.
It's really good. Shit.
Yeah, so when you make your first recovery test after the injury, you get 5 extra dice to do so. Make sure you write that down.
Yeah.
And this is every time you make this test? Yeah. Subsequent healing tests are at a plus 5 dice to you.
Okay.
Zamora, you and Dr. Lanny have been having some coffee. You've paid her. By the way, this whole operation cost $1,200.
Okay.
Mum's the word. She knows the deal. How did you leave a message on her machine like that? You know, you guys had a decent conversation. She hasn't revealed to you her background, but she said she went to college to be a doctor, but then things didn't work out that way. That certain people made sure she wasn't going to be a doctor, but she still likes the work.
I'm gonna give her 1,500.
Mm-hmm.
Does that change her attitude about telling me more about her background?
Well, I'll allow you to write her down as a street doc for a contact.
Excellent.
So now you have 2 street docs that you know. One that scares you and one that doesn't. You would put her down as a loyalty of 1,
okay.
Connections of 4.
Ooh, okay, excellent. Awesome.
All right.
John,
Yeah.
now I'm going to get everybody else to make their intuition plus perception rolls. The doctor will go first. Sarah, you can assist as well. Both of you will lose a dice because you're in conversation. Her intuition is a 3. Her perception is a 2, so she gets 4 dice. 1 success.
Three successes.
All right, Nemo, you have snuck out the door with your little wheelie thing, and you still don't recognize any big tables or latchy things. It doesn't take you long before you wander back and find the room in which the operation went in. Is that where you're headed to?
Yeah. We'll start there because that's where some of my stuff is bound to be.
You do see your bike, and you see your helmet. So as you move in there, you were able to find your pants, your shoes, your socks, your shirt, your jacket. There's a decent amount of blood. You move over to the table, and as you're gathering your things, you notice there's what looks to be a dog dish sitting nearby with fragments of metal in them and a lot of blood.
No, I have those fragments of metal in a little tube.
Okay, never mind then.
Just blood and some
There's
organs.
just
blood.
blood and something meaty looking.
Okay. Nice. So I'm gonna put my pants on, my socks, my boots. I'm not gonna put my shirt on. I'm just gonna toss the shirt. It's garbage now.
You see that the bullet
It was good while it
had
lasted.
ripped, yeah. Nick would be so sad. It was a nice shirt.
Yeah.
That's a nice shirt.
I'm gonna drape my jacket and vest and gun and stuff over the bike.
Okay.
And I guess wheelie cart myself back up the hall now that I know where all my stuff is.
Okay.
Like my wallet, my comm, my gun, everything's accounted for.
All right. You come back into the front room with your wheelie cart, and they have not even noticed that the door across from them has been opened.
Oh yeah, because I'm still sneaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you come into the front area where these two ladies are having cups of coffee and just an enjoyable time.
Well, I mean, I am slightly worried about my friend. You know, I mean, not totally worried because
So
This doctor
that's
is-
what I come. Once I come around the corner, I hear. Well, I'm not totally worried about him.
I'm sure you seem like a really great doctor. I mean, you helped me and you were fantastic in there. Like,
at that point, you can see behind her Nemo coming around the corner wearing his pants, and he's up and moving.
he's awake.
She turns, looks to the door, then looks over. Oh, good. The cocktail worked. She stands up, walks over, extends a hand. Dr. Lanson.
Oh, yeah. I'll shuffle my wheelie rack over to the other hand and shake her hand with my right. Thank you for the patching me up.
I apologize, but I had to cut out about 3 inches of your small intestine because they were shredded. But the surgery went just fine, and it should heal, and you will notice no difference. Maybe later in life it could lead to some chronic pains or colonoscopy issues, but just keep that in mind if a doctor ever asks you if you've had work on your small intestines before.
Yay!
Yeah, I chuckle and oh yeah, problems later in life. I admire your optimism.
Everything here is taken care of. You got some medications. She points to bottles that Zamora has. It's all been taken
I'll shake
care
him
of.
at you.
You guys are good to go. What I gave you should allow you to get to a bed to rest well. If you'd like, we can call a car. You can ride in a car back, or however you want to do it. I don't suggest driving the bike back. I don't feel you're in a good condition to be driving. So if she drives you back, I would be okay with that.
Yeah. So I'll look over at Zamora. Have you ever piloted a motorcycle?
Nope.
Well, I don't feel like teaching, so yeah, a car might be in order.
She nods. John, you know that your bike has a pilot program in it. It can drive itself.
Oh
It's just
yeah.
that, if you want to go that route, but you would be putting her up front.
So I would have to,
Like
basically, we would just have to balance on it.
Yep. It has some balancing auto gyros that will help keep it stabilized, and it's all good. I mean, in the long run, as long as you go slow, you'll be fine.
I think they should call Gears to come pick him up.
He does have the battle wagon.
and we do have messages on our phone. He left them.
How do you know that? And I look at my phone. Analog.
Yeah, because I would have checked my phone while I
Okay.
was back there.
Okay.
Which
Looking at my
means
guts
you
in the
also
bowl.
saw the message from Lee.
Yep. Excellent.
But I already told you about that one.
Yeah, I know. You did an accurate interpretation of it.
Yeah.
The bike will fit in the back of the wagon. Yeah. It's called Gears.
Meow meow meow. Meow meow meow. Phone call. Phone call. Meow meow meow. Meow meow meow. Phone call. Phone call. Meow
I
meow
answer.
meow.
Whoa, what's up?
Hey, buddy.
I say to Tracy, whoa, the phone is talking to me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, babe, somebody's calling you.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
You hear Trixie laughing.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm great. How are you guys?
I
thought you might have been in trouble.
No. Well, yes, but are you in a state to pick us up?
Of course. Always.
Insight check.
What? Do you not trust your driver?
Hell no, he sounds too happy.
You never know. You might be having
Hey
a good day.
guys.
Judge intentions. Judge intentions?
Yeah.
5 successes.
I'm happy.
But like, we're kind of happy.
He killed a man and he liked it. Happy.
Shit.
Unfortunately, you can only tell that he's happy. You can't tell if he's inebriated. You know that his normal personality, and Jay is doing a great job of kind of like showing up that, you know, something's changed. So you have some good impressions that everything might not be all right. And now it's the question, is he skilled enough as a professional? And whatever the fuck's going on, I mean, him and
I have
Tracy might
auto
have just
drive.
got finished doing stuff.
Oh yeah, I forget he has auto drive.
Yeah.
Like, he can just be like, okay, pick him up and go take him home. Could you, I guess, maybe send the van, not the big scary van, but the van to come pick us up?
Yeah, the work van. Do I need to bring some more guns? Are we going to kill more people?
No, don't say that.
You hear Trixie say, he killed someone today.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
great.
awesome.
It was, and we can all celebrate whenever we get home.
Yay.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be right there.
No, just in the van. It's fine. You don't have to, like, I mean, it's fine.
Okay, I understand.
I mean, just relax, man. It's been a hard night for everybody.
Groovy, man. Sounds good.
All right. The van shows up. You guys are able to get the bike into the back, crawl in, and it takes you back to the apartment. The doctor closes up her office for the last few hours. She crawls onto one of the tables and takes a nap while she waits for her first customers to start showing up for the day.
Shit. We're gonna give her so much business.
2:30 in the morning, you guys pull into the parking garage and make your way up the elevators.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Did you guys pick up anything on your way out where you're like, hey, we're low on soy milk? I like that radio.
Yeah, we totally stop at the Stuffing Shack or whatever.
Do you want anything?
Can
I get you anything?
I mean, I don't know. I just had 3 inches of my intestine removed.
did.
Should I wait to eat?
I have to look at the instructions that she gave us. Like,
Does
he
it
has
say,
to.
Does it say anything in the aftercare about tacos? And how soon is too soon?
So it talks about your food regimen for the next few days needs to be incredibly soft, or at least following certain guidelines of food that you can't eat.
We can put some tacos in a blender.
Oh, taco
No,
milkshakes.
tacos. He can chew up food and whatnot, but what has to pass through, he can't have any spicy food. That's number one. Let's see. So there's a list of things you can't have. Tacos, non-spicy, fall onto that list. Trixie needs gummy bears. So pick up some gummy bears when you guys out. She's going to put an order into a stop and go. Do you need anything?
Okay. Yeah.
Beards needs aluminum foil. I'll put that in at the stop and go as well.
Why?
What kind of
Because you're after me, man.
Oh, shit.
He needs a new hat.
He needs a new hat. Oh, this is going to be fucked up.
All right.
All
So, you got a list. Tacos are on it. Alcohol is not restricted. So there's that.
But that's restricted with the
Some of the
Painkillers.
medications.
painkillers and the antibiotics that you're going to be on.
Yeah,
That's what I'm doing. I'm just reading the aftercare and like.
Probably...
I have plenty of alcohol at the house.
Okay.
I'll even give you some of the good stuff.
Okay.
All right. You guys are driving along. The van on its own turns into a stop and go, and the driver's side window comes down without you guys doing anything. The lady smiles. Thanks for using stop and go, and hands you guys two brown bags out the window to you.
Thank you.
You take the brown bags, the window goes up, and the van drives off without you guys do anything. You go around the loop,
Yeah.
and you head
Just
back.
wave awkwardly as
Yeah.
I wave awkwardly as we leave.
You still have the drip bag, by the way. She gave you one of the rolling stands, so you can hook
Cool.
that up, and you have another drip bag you're supposed to swap out for him. You guys get back to the house, get the patient 0 into his room and laid down.
Patient 0! He's got zombie horsitis.
Yep.
Sorry.
Gonna turn
Thanks.
into Jessica Parker.
I don't get it.
Never mind.
Her face,
It's fine.
Her face looks like she's got a really long face.
Ah, I see.
Yep. All right.
I put you to bed. I make sure the hanging thing is out of the way. I bring you your tacos.
When he comes through the door, I want to talk to him.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are there. He comes
Whoa.
3 a.m. in the morning. Gears
Whoa.
Trixie is asleep on the couch.
You look like shit, man.
Yeah, I had a tummy tuck, some minor alterations.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that reminds me. And I rummage around in my jacket pocket and bring out the small thing and shake it. And it's like, jingle, jingle, jingle. This was in you.
Oh, here, let me have those extra bits, please. Thank you. Add them to my collection.
2 bullet fragments and
So-
a piece of machinery.
Yeah, to add to my grenade fragments from the last surgery.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
You know, one of these days I'm gonna have to scramble some other part other than my belly.
Yeah. Ooh, we could get you cyber intestines.
I'm not sure that's works the way you think it works.
Yeah.
But okay.
Is it like vacuum cleaner hose?
Yeah.
And
That's what you get at Dr. Feelgood's.
oh gosh.
Vacuum cleaner hose.
Yeah. I'm gonna go lay down.
Yeah. Do you need help?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I'll shout if I get tangled up.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. You lay down
You
and
want
begin
some
resting.
acid, dude? It might help you forget about your problems.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Would you like some acid, man?
What?
It will help get rid of your problems.
No, it says right here, it can't mix with this medication.
Oh,
What?
bummer.
Catch me.
Like 6 weeks.
Yeah. Catch me tomorrow. Ask me again in the morning.
All right.
Get in your room!
So each day of full rest, you get to make a body ×2 test, and with 5 extra dice.
Hell yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
What's the verses on the...
There's no verses.
Oh.
Each net
So-
hit is a box healed.
Oh, shit.
Body times 2 plus 5. Okay, so I'm absolutely gonna take this next day of full rest.
Like, you
Alright.
can stay in bed. Zamora will bring you whatever you need. Like,
Yeah. If there's any important discussions, please have them at my bedside.
not a problem.
Because that's 5 successes.
Wow.
So wait, what does each success mean?
A box.
Oh wow,
Yep.
I make a full recovery in one day. Nope. One.
You still have 2
2, 3,
boxes.
4. Yep, I do. My stun goes away though, right?
Yeah, that's all gone, yeah.
Excellent.
You wake up the next... So, during that next day, Gears and Trixie are out of the house for a while. I'm assuming at this point in time, Zamora, you've given Gears his token item that you guys picked up. The necklace. The one that did Nemo ever get around to giving Gears his new necklace?
It hasn't been delivered to me yet.
Yeah.
I only have mine.
You only have yours.
The other 2 haven't
Okay.
been.
Do you remember what was the day or when that was supposed to be?
1
1 day, 2 days, 3 days?
I think it was supposed to be 3 days. It was either 3 days or 3 weeks. I'm hoping it was 3 days.
I think
'cause
it was
the
3 days. It wasn't days.
3 is the
weeks.
number.
I'll look.
Oh, I don't know. I hit the wrong blue icon.
All right. So you got to wait for that. You got it. But Jay, you wanted to go the next day and look for a warehouse.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're looking Payapa.
That's all I got.
Well, how far? Where are we on the map now? Like, where am I staying? Is it in
Okay,
Sonoma?
let's slide over to the map.
Give me your money.
Just which area? Which general area?
Downtown.
Downtown.
If you're looking at
what?
Roll20, I can click on the area in which her building is located at.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, downtown. Duh.
Downtown, near the downtown core. Then you can scroll down to the Payapa area.
So far is the only problem.
What's that?
It's so far.
Yeah. So, like, it looks to be roughly about 2.5 squares is 10 miles. 1, 2. So we can say 2 squares, 10 miles.
Can I look in Redmond again? Because that's where I was before, right?
Yes. There's lots of places in Redmond.
Like, where in Redmond? Like, the center? Where was I before?
Right here. Right off the main 520 and next to the 202. You were, like, right in this area.
Yeah, I'd like maybe something closer to the end.
This is a lot of rural territory out here. And this place has a bad reputation to be filled with people that aren't very nice. So there's that. So this is kind of rural. If you want something more city-like where you're going to find warehouses, it's going to be closer to the lake.
Okay. Yeah, if I can't find anything out there, I don't care about the people. They can be as bad as it. But if there's nothing out there, then wherever I would have to.
Okay. So you're
Like towards the bottom of the lake? Like right there?
Yeah, yeah. So you want to spend your time driving around the Redmonds looking for a new place?
Yeah.
Sure. All right. What is that word I'm looking for? Knowledge. Here we go. Or not. Maybe it's this. This is it. Do you have a knowledge back streets? Or Seattle roadways?
Seattle roadways.
All right, that plus intuition. I'm looking for about 3 successes. Hello, Sammy. Welcome to the show. I'm the Game Master, Max. Have you ever been on original box set?
How many successes did you say?
I'm looking for 3.
I got 3.
Excellent. Well, welcome. I'm Max of Original Box Set, and I have with me 4 players who are playing Shadowrun. Their names are Gears. The characters' names are Gears, Zamora, Nemo, and Lee. Those are the short names that I can remember. And sit back and enjoy our actual play. Right now, the character Gears is out looking for a new place to stay because he doesn't like living in the high-rise of the downtown area.
It's a really nice apartment.
It is, but unfortunately, it's not for his style. 3
Can't
successes.
have turrets.
3 successes. Exactly. The lack of turrets is important. Turrets are important.
That's true.
Exactly.
3 successes is more than enough that your first day out looking, you're going to find at least a D6 minus 1 in warehouses that look appropriate. So roll a D6. Just 1. So you find 2 warehouses that look rather good. One of them looks like an old hangar warehouse that's part of an old airstrip. And
The wire hanger fence.
plays every Thursday. Very cool.
Hanger.
Jesus.
Oh, cooking up a new character, hope for inspiration. You know, I hope we inspire you in the cook character that you would be interested in playing. These guys have been playing for 2 years now. They started as from the street level, and they've moved up to where they're at now. So I hope that we are able to find you some inspiration.
Mildly proficient in our skills.
The two warehouses, the first one looks like a rounded top warehouse, mostly metal, slightly rusted, with a small stone building in the premise of it, and what looks to be the remnants of an old airstrip, but just part of it because the fencing goes over the airstrip. It also is right next to the water. The second one is a bit more industrial looking warehouse with 2 floors. It looks like it's at least 2 floors high. A stone building off to one side. Everything's overgrown. The most valuable piece for both of these warehouses, it's not raining over here.
Does the one that's industrial, does it have room for a large garage?
A 2-story warehouse that's probably about 80 by 200 feet. That's how big that warehouse is. The airport-looking warehouse...
But, like, is it on the inside, is it open?
You haven't got inside. You said you were looking for them, not trying to break and enter.
Well, let's break and enter.
Okay, then. So you want to break and enter onto the 2-story warehouse. It's got a fence that surrounds the entire property. Water access. The fence there is gone now. There is a fence, but it's gone. And so you could go by boat and get in easily without having to break and enter. There's the 2-story, plus there's a concrete building here that's 2 stories as well. That's right alongside of it, and the property's kind of small. Lots of grass and whatnot.
What's it like around them? Is there, like, neighborhood? Are there
more
homes?
warehouses?
Or is it
there's a boat storage not too far away. You see what looks like a cheesy little restaurant up the way. Storage units nearby. Auto mechanic shop right around the corner. Some sort of series of...
Are they all open?
Buildings.
Are they all abandoned? Or
some of them are open, yeah. This is not an abandoned section of town. There's people around and stuff, you know.
What about where the hangar was at? Was that abandoned? I mean, was there people around there?
No. There was a lot less people around. You had to kind of drive away from stuff to find it. And there's nothing really nearby except what looks to be an office building with about 4 cars at it that has no sign outside of it, so you have no idea what the hell it is. But it's like a low, squat office building out in this area. Not a lot of tall buildings in this area.
For the industrial one, can I just hop the fence?
No, it's about 2 meters high. You could cut the chain, and that would get you in.
And can I just... you said, like, the fence goes all the way down to the water?
Yes, it goes around the entire premise. But it...
Can I just, like, roll around the back of the fence? Like, over the... You know what I'm trying to say?
Like, try to find a way around the fence?
Yeah.
Because there's an opening. Like I said, if you had a boat, you could. The water... Well, you know what? Yes, I'll let this happen. I'll allow that you're able to walk around one section of the fence and walk down the rocky... the shore of this side of the lake is mostly concrete and tires, so you're easily able to get there.
Okay. I'll do that.
Yes, we are using Roll20 for display of our map and roll of our dice, and we are using Discord to chat with Lord Annie Key. Anarchy. Cool. You make your way around the fence, and Trixie doesn't want to go with you. That's mud. That looks unsafe. It's all up to
If she doesn't have her totem, like a thing protecting her, she needs to stay home.
Okay,
I
so
wouldn't have brought.
all right, good to know. So yeah, you make it around the fence. Perception plus intuition.
Two successes.
Excellent. Looking around the grounds, you can see the backside of the warehouse looks like it's slightly open. So that would be a way in. The building itself also looks derelict. Several windows smashed, but none of the doors look open. So if you can't get the door open, you can at least get in through a window.
I'll try the door.
Nope, it's locked.
Okay, I'll crawl through a window.
Now this is going into the stone building, not the warehouse.
Oh, no. Well, I'll take a peek into the stone building. Is there anything interesting in there?
Desks, tables, chairs, old computer equipment, what looks to be a kitchenette, and stairs that go up to a second floor. A lot of trash is in here. A lot of things have come in, and it's kind of messy, so it might have to be some cleaning. But nonetheless, it's definitely there. It's not like you can't get a hold of new windows or something to cover these windows.
Right. Okay, I'll move on to the building, the warehouse.
All right, going into the warehouse, you are in heaven. There is a lot of machinery around here, from hoists and chains, straps, tie-down straps. You see that there is shelves along one wall filled with tools. Whoever was using this as a boat motor repair facility did not take anything with them except for the boats. A lot of the tools are still here. You see two welding machines. Excuse me. Two welding machines, a pipe bender, and a variety of other things about. They're all rusted. They're all out of use, but they're here.
Okay, and I kind of want to check through the whole thing. I want to know if there's a big area where I can put a huge, like, 2-story garage.
Yes, this place could at one time hold a 55-foot boat for the purpose of repair and dry dock.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. I'm going to leave.
All right.
And I'll probably just head home. I got to think about those two.
Sure, not a problem. All right. So, Lee, you don't have anything going on the next day. You and Alexander are waiting for Nemo to contact you back.
Hey,
so,
you guys ever going to call her back?
What's that?
Talking to John and Sarah. You guys ever going to call her back?
Who?
Lee.
Who?
Oh,
We'll get to that. We'll get to it. So for the next day, Lee, you're pretty much tending to your place, enjoying some downtime, reading a book, waiting for the phone call. I'm pretty sure you're checking to make sure the message doesn't come through and somebody eat it. So you're probably someplace safe.
Yes. It's by the front entrance, and I have trained Shabai not to front door.
Cool. Zamora, did you have anything particular the next day to do? Because right now we're just waiting for Nemo to recover.
Yeah, well, I mean, I am I'm being very maternal and making sure that he has everything he needs, and then I'm just kind of resting. My whole side deal is hanging out with Kat and trying to get more information on where she came from. When did I make her? Is there like a creation date on her somewhere? That kind of thing.
You're going to
So,
roll her over and check her belly.
yes,
There is a date there.
move the fur a little bit.
Yes, there's a date written on her belly.
Where?
Yeah.
Look closely.
9 numbers.
What are the numbers?
They just changed.
What?
She looks up to you and stares like she understands what you're doing. The numbers
Stop
change
it.
again.
Stop it!
See,
Stop it! And I start tickle her.
All right. So
Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative. I gotta fight my own cat.
Yeah, fight your own. Man, if your cat and Lee's cat met, your cat would die.
I know. That's
Lee's
why
cat
they're
would be
never
like,
going
nom,
to.
nom, nom. Digital cat tastes like digital cat food. It would be
That's-
catastrophe. It would be.
Catastrophe.
So, just to kind of catch up real quick. Yes, my mic is definitely lower than the rest. I'm using a dynamic microphone, and so it can definitely be a little bit hard to hear me. I apologize. Zamora went through some troubling times where she believed she had a cat who could also make its presence known in the digital world. But after her brain surgery, she found out that was all a mistake. And so her cat in the digital world and the cat she has in the real world are not related. The cat in the digital world she created at some point in time, and she's still trying to understand that whole catastrophe.
Oh. Oh.
While Lee, on the other hand, she does own a cat that lives in both the real world and the digital world. And it loves to eat digital things like text messages and icons and data. Data.
Yeah.
But on the plus side, my house is probably free of advertisements.
Yeah, the noise level there is low.
Free of bugs.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're gonna let this day pass as Nemo recovers. Nemo, you slept all you came in. It was late. You laid down.
And then it was 3.
You were laying there for a little bit, and then the next thing you know, you're waking up and the sun's out, and you feel pretty good. It might be the medication.
Oh man. So I have to devote another day of resting to recover the rest of the way, right? And still make a successful roll.
Sure.
Correct.
At this point in time, you're feeling pretty good. You've got 2 boxes of physical damage. So you can get up and start running around if you want to. And then normal days of rest. Every normal day of rest will just tick off a box. So if you don't stay in the bed,
okay.
a day will pass, you'll lose a physical. Then 2 days from now, you'll pretty much be okay and just need stitches removed.
Okay. So I'm gonna rest again today, but I'm also gonna return a phone call.
All right.
Because I can do that from my bed.
Yes, you can. Who are you gonna call?
Lee.
All right.
Huang.
Lee, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning. You just got up. You're having some cold noodles with shrimp. Real shrimp from the bay. But I mean, it's meat, so let's not complain.
Yep.
It's not rat, but that's okay. Rat's still real meat. Not like that soy crap.
Yeah. Well, she comes from a rich background, so
Your phone
probably
goes
was.
off.
I clicked 1 before it didn't
All right, roll initiative versus your cat.
roll initiative. I'm carrying the super soaker.
Oh, so you grab the super soaker, head for the phone, and start opening fire at the cat, deter him from getting to it.
Yes.
He's got a 1 plus his 5. He's going on 6. What do you got?
I got a 13, so
All
I
right.
make it.
13 goes first. Grabbing the super soaker is a simple action. I'll assume it's out. So it's also a simple action to also shoot at him.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Firearms plus agility.
No, I don't know how to do it.
Okay. So that's second.
While we're doing that, I'm going to slide back over to a different
7.
picture. I don't think we need the map. We'll go here.
Ooh, dragon. No. This is what we're fighting next. Just kidding.
4 successes.
All right. The cat gets to roll its reaction intuition. I'll say it has a reaction of 3 and an intuition of 3 as well. That'll give it 6 dice.
Do you need water?
1 success. You score a solid hit across his face. The water squirts into his eyes. He struggles for a minute, flops to the ground, runs for cover as you grab your phone.
We're going to work on this, I yell, and then pick up the go. Hello?
John, you hear a hello, but there's a crying sound in the background.
Sounds strangely digital.
Did I catch you at a bad time?
No time's that great a time with him, but
Well, yeah, sorry I missed you the other day. I was in a tight spot.
did it get taken care of?
I looked down at my stitched up guts. Yeah, everything's stitched up nice.
I pull out my burner phone and send a text message. Pull out one of the burner phones, send a text message to the other burner.
Okay.
Says, for you, shall buy, and does it quiet him?
Yes. He immediately climbs up onto a shelf nearby the other phone that's above him and begins staring at it and then pawing at the air.
Yeah, you mentioned you had some business to talk about?
Yes, is there a place you would care to discuss it? I'm not sure this will be a good place for safe place very long.
No,
With eyes
I'm
on the cat.
yeah, no, I'm under bed rest anyways. You should probably just come up to the apartment.
I will be there. And go pull out a different string, pull out both strings of prayer beads and put them in my...
Yeah, you drag them across the counter, slide them into your pocket.
Yep. And go and head for the apartment, which I actually know where it is because I was spirit proofing it.
Yeah, you leave, and as you're stepping out, he goes,
I stop back, go over, scratch him, give him a good head rub. Yeah. And then say, I'll be back. Would you like some? And then I'll look at the counter, look at the food on the counter. I go out, pull some shrimp out of the refrigerator unit, detail it, put it down, and say, that's for you too.
Okay, he immediately jumps down from one table and heads over to the counter. Gideon's pawing at it. You head out. Bus, car, walk.
Bus.
Okay.
Bus.
Another one rides the bus.
Mm, mm.
And another one rides the bus.
Yeah.
All right, bus riding encounter rolls. It's early in the day, so there's no real people on the bus, like loud music or fights or anything like that. No gang war territory kind of thing going on in the bus ride today. It's all, everybody's just having a pleasant ride, the few people that are on here. The bus driver drives like a normal individual. You guys pull into the downtown area and everything's going just fine. You change over from one place to the next and then find yourself at the 2-tower apartment. Heading up through the elevators and everything else, you make it up to the apartment and give a knock. You don't hear anything and knock again.
Yeah.
You ring the doorbell this time and wait for someone to answer.
What time is it?
Oh, it's
It's
like
like
9, close to 9.
Oh, then I'm awake.
Okay.
Who is it?
Lee.
Lee who?
Lee who fixed up this place.
Oh right, yeah.
Get in.
And the door unlocks and opens. I'm in the kitchen making coffee.
Trixie's in the living room in her underwear watching TV.
Nemo said we could talk, and I think we could talk right here. Sorry for intruding.
Oh no, it's fine. He didn't tell me. He's been resting.
So I've heard. Would you mind if I also took a look at his progress?
Yeah, hold on 1 second and I'll walk to your door and
Enter.
your guest has arrived, sir.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. I forgot to mention.
Put your pants on.
I'm wearing pants.
Are you? I wouldn't call this pants.
Yeah, it's 9 in the morning.
Leave me alone.
Who's awake at this ungodly hour?
Me! There's coffee out here.
Oh, okay. Sorry, mechanics question. Does walking to the kitchen for a cup of coffee still constitute resting?
No. It constitutes normal day. Resting constitutes laying in the bed doing nothing.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
Do you want rest? Okay, well, all you have to do is say that.
May I have some coffee, please?
Yeah. He's in there. I don't know if he's... Do you have pants on?
I have pants on.
Okay.
I'm just under bed rest.
Oh, okay.
Stitches.
He's in there. I'll get you
3
coffee.
inches of-
Would you like
No.
coffee?
Tea if you have it.
I do.
And the question, also mechanic question, would astral perception tell me how he's healing?
Yes.
She looks all the way inside.
Yes, it would.
Yeah,
Alright.
so I'm gonna walk in and stop at the doorway and ask
You
for
can
seat.
probe him if you want.
Heyo.
You can what?
Probe him.
Please don't.
Robin, do you want to probe him?
Nah,
Okay.
I'm astral perceiving. So
As far as it goes, you can see his wound, and it doesn't look that bad.
but it looks like it still has some.
Yeah, it's still
Work
there.
to
It's still
do.
quite visible that things got a little messy.
Got that
I-
crusty bit.
I'm
on
gonna-
something.
I'm gonna pause because I really do think I need him at the least on whatever Alexander needs.
Yes.
So I'm gonna take out one of my prayer beads crack it open and take out a pill.
Okay. John, you see her pulling out.
It's a force rating 4 healing spell.
All right, John, you see her playing around with some stuff.
And when the coffee comes in, I'm going to say, "Here, take this."
And she hands you a small brown and tan-colored pill that looks like it's compressed leaves and vegetable matter.
Wait, what's this gonna do to me?
It will help.
Is that going to interact with any of his medication? Because he's on a bunch of it, and I hold up like 6 different pill bottles.
Robin, do you have first aid or medicine?
Nope.
You have no idea what to do. So you're probably best at lying at this point in time.
Shouldn't.
Good deal. Anybody want to do a sense motive on that one?
Me!
No, I mean,
Nope. 1 no, 1 yes.
3 successes!
Charisma plus con.
Charisma plus con. Oh, goody.
Do you have con?
Yes, I do.
Ooh, what's your charisma
And
and con? How many dice do
in
you
slow
got?
motion, this whole
5.
time, Nemo is putting the pill closer to his mouth. Very slow motion.
2.
You're like, that looks like... Oh, man, what is it called? That looks like holistic medicine.
What are you doing?
Oh. You stopped me.
He's just over here, like, trying to slowly put it in his mouth.
I say, "It's a spell." And I say, "It's a spell. It's just a carrier. It's a carrier for a spell."
Oh. Like a healing spell.
Yes.
Oh.
And I walk out of the room.
I mean,
Just kidding, I hover around the doorway and just kind of look at him.
do you
That's the
need
sound
me-
of hovering.
I know.
do you-
Helicopter! Helicopters are more.
So I mean, before I take this, why don't we talk about why you need me healed so fast?
Okay.
All right,
Uh,
go on. We're all waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's listening.
Chris,
Unless you want the door closed, you can close it.
I kick it closed.
Hey! My house.
Alexander, Chris's brother, contacted me.
Has he found a lead?
Yes, but I'm pretty. This lead is highly enough placed. I am not comfortable just trying to get her on my own.
Oh, how high in the organization are we talking?
Not terribly so, but high enough she's going to have access to more than the usual amount of pull for a Tong member. She's a middle manager type.
Okay. What do we know about her activities? Like, where does she like to be?
There's a nail salon, he says, and he said he was also going to. Alexander thinks that's the best place to try and capture her.
Okay. So he wants us to bring her to him?
Yes. Wants her to bring her to an isolated place so we can try and get answers.
Okay. Do you think 2 of us is gonna make it? Or
I think we might need a little more help. Just because there are probably like electronic safeguards in addition to physical ones. So,
okay. Oh.
but I wanted to talk to you first since we had discussed this matter before.
Yeah. Well, I know for sure that the first question the team's gonna ask is, how much does it pay?
I cannot answer that. I can only answer that it will pay.
Okay.
You need to talk to Alexander about that. Because he asked me to let him handle those details.
Okay. Well, if you don't need me to get up today, I think that I might let you save this healing spell.
And nod and say, that's good. And screw it back. Screw the bead back together and snap it back into place. Yes. He understands this is not an immediate thing, although he would like it to be.
Yeah. Well, you know, I wish I could just make every day a hurt the tongue day, but
And it's like Lee kind of goes very quiet and say, I agree. So before she says, I agree.
So I suppose I'll you set up a meeting, or if you want to set up a meeting with Alexander, I should be able to make it out of bed tomorrow.
Yes, I'll tell him we can meet. We can meet tomorrow. He can meet tomorrow, and if you, I think if you can get the rest of your team on board, I think this should be a whole meeting so we all know who we're dealing with.
Yeah, I'll run it by everybody, and let me know the location and time.
I will. So I'll slide Alexander a request to meet tomorrow, his convenience.
Okay. He'll tell you to meet at the Baker Street location.
Okay. And I'll
Go ahead and let everyone out who is meeting the address. He'll make sure everything's set up for a warm welcome.
yes. I'll say okay. I'll give Nemo the address and thank him. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Then say. Then I'll pull out burner phone and text Shabai something to play with.
Okay.
And stay and drink my tea. And before asking, it's like, so if you don't mind me asking, how did you get into the state?
Just lucky, I guess.
Yes, I know that kind of luck.
It was a very spicy meatball.
All right. Well, at this point in time, we're going to take a short break. We got some side things that need to take place in real life. We will be back in 10 minutes or less. Here's a cool break screen. Keep chatting. Someone is going to be around.
Woo!
Woo!
And we are back from our short break to do real world things. If you're just joining us, we are Original Box Set. We're doing an actual play of Shadowrun. I'm Max. The players are people whose names suddenly slipped from my mind. No, I'm kidding. They're Robin, who is playing Lee.
No.
Jay, who is playing Gears.
Hello.
Sarah, who is playing Zamora.
Hello.
And John, who is playing Nemo.
Oh there.
If you missed the first half, definitely we're going to do a quick catch up with the group is recovering from a bad job and now a new job might have fallen into their lap. No, Robin is playing Lee. That's her character's name. Currently, nobody's actually playing any games on the side. And if they are,
sure?
they've hidden that information from me because we're all on Discord.
Playing League of Legends.
Lol.
Yeah, that game would require too much attention to do Shadowrun and League of Legends. I imagine somebody out there can do it.
I mean, it depends on what character you play.
That's
And
true.
how good you're doing at either one.
Yeah. So, Nemo is resting. Zamora is delving into the details of her cat. Gears is hunting down a warehouse to move into. And so this is the second day of Gears going out and driving around. So we've already done one day. Gears has found 2 places. And now this is day number 2 of getting up early and heading out and driving around. What other information do you want about these places, Gears?
Is there a way I can do some background, some research online?
Legwork.
See if they're
Yes.
owned by any.
Yes, you can. Matrix
I wanna-
perception on those 2 addresses.
How do I do a matrix perception?
Good question. Let me turn this.
So I need some help.
Oh, do you now?
Can I give Zoe the address? Or is this something real easy that I can do myself?
It's computer plus intuition.
Yep.
Two successes.
The places have ownership under companies, property companies, titles, and whatnot. So, yeah, somebody technically owns them. You're able
Could
to find that
do.
information out through tax purposes or maybe finding their information online.
So a matrix search would actually kind of be like a Google search.
Mm-hmm.
So you could do that. It's pretty much the same thing. A simple computer action plus intuition.
Mm-hmm. And he's done. He's run his 2.
Yeah.
So you found the companies who have them. They're not the same company. They're different.
Do you know the names of the companies offhand?
You want me to make them up real quick? Audience, if you're listening at this point in time, we need the name of 2 property companies. And then those will be the 2 companies that we're going to utilize for this purpose.
So when you say a property company, like a realtor?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, first one up is Hutamaki and Sons. And the second one is Sky Linen Services. No,
Skyline.
Sky Linen.
Sky Linen.
Sky Linen.
It sounds very breathable
It
and
does.
airy.
Yeah,
It
I
does.
like both of them. Hutakami.
Sky Linen Services for hotel.
Hutamaki.
Can I call them?
Of course. And yes, you were correct, Bacon. They take about 30 minutes to do. It is not generally I'm just going to Google this. Tick. There's my information. It's generally 30-minute increments, but nonetheless. Hotel laundry butlers.
Damn laundry butlers. And their wonderful linens.
All right. Sky Linen Services owns the 2-story warehouse and the Hutamaki. Man, I apologize. Hutamaki and Sons own the airport-looking one.
I'll call the airport, the Hutamaki and Sons one first.
All right. Right, audience, I need a name for the person who's about to answer the phone. Jeremy
Harold.
Slane. All right.
Jeremy Slane.
Phone rings.
Good name.
Gangster.
Thanks for calling Hutatamaki and Sons Realty. My name is Jeremy. How can I help you today?
Yes, I'm interested in a piece of property that you guys have for sale, hopefully. And I'm
Do you have an address to go along with that?
yeah, I'll give him the address.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but that property isn't for sale right now. We're looking at doing a rebuild on it. It hasn't been put onto market.
Okay. That's all I needed to know. Thank you.
Not a problem. Grr.
Then I will call the other one, Skyline.
Sky Linen
Skyline.
Sky Linen.
Services. It rings a couple of times. Hello, Harold speaking.
Yeah, I am interested in a piece of property that you guys own. I was wondering if it was for sale.
What is the address on the property?
I'll give him the address.
He says, yeah, it's up for sale. It's a piece of waterfront property.
How much does something like that go for?
That one right there, that waterfront located property off of the main strip. It's industrial, and so I do believe with it's going is 85,000 yen.
Really?
Yep.
For the land? I mean, I checked the place. It's a piece of crap.
Right.
Well, the buildings are still standing, so they're still using.
Barely.
I understand. If they were in new condition, we would be asking maybe about 200 to 250,000.
All right. All right. I'm just looking around and calling some places and checking things out. I will let you know if I'm interested any further.
Yeah, sure, not a problem. What was your name?
Sam Stallone.
All right, Mr. Stallone. Thanks for calling. I got your information here.
Thank you.
All right. So, other than spending your day Google searching this information and calling these people, is there any other efforts you want to make to try to find a warehouse?
Yeah, let's go down to Puglia.
Puyapa it is. All right, so this is probably like the later half of the second day. So, John, this day you're fully resting?
Yes.
Okay.
I am going to send a message to the team and let them know that we might have a job.
When do you do that?
After the tea party.
Okay, so that was yesterday in comparison to where we're at now.
Oh,
So,
wait, really?
yes.
Yeah. It's the next day.
If we've got business, I'd stick around for the business.
Oh, no, I apologize. The first day you rested, this is the second day.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
just left. So, yeah, everybody today, I'm sorry. Stepped away
It's
from
okay.
We took a break, and suddenly I'm confused. We shouldn't take breaks.
Suddenly it's the next day.
I know, right? So yeah, everybody. So yeah, you're still at the house. Then Gears, Google searching this and calling people.
That's it. If we've got a meeting or something, I'll just stick around and go to the meeting.
Well, it'll be tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will take a drive to Pulley Up.
All right, Trixie wants to go with you.
Did we ever get those things?
No.
You know what? I want to find out. That's more important. I want to find out when are we getting those things that I paid for.
Did you pay for them, or did somebody
Yeah.
else pay for them?
I gave him money,
You gave him money. That's right.
Oh, you did?
When?
didn't I? I
No.
thought I
Yeah.
did. Because I said I wanted one too.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then
and
I
you-
wasn't here for the game when you did it. So
Right. And there was no money transfer. Me and John just transferred money while, we were riding back in the van.
Well, I gave him money so that he could give me one too.
Look at that.
Oh.
Gave him money.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Gave him money.
Oh.
How much money did you give him?
How much was it?
How much money did you give him? Hold on. This is what negotiations is.
Wait a minute.
Chat.
A minute. Oh.
How much money did you give him?
It was 28,000.
Damn it, John! I was trying to get you more.
20
28,000
Yeah.
for a necklace?
Yep.
for a ain't nobody gonna find you necklace.
Yep.
And you paid that?
No, I paid 3 times that because I was getting 3 of them. But if you don't want yours, I'm sure I can find another neck to put it on. I don't know, like
Take another one.
yeah, I'll double up.
28,000 each?
Yes.
Wow. So this is the art discussion happening right now in John's doorway. 28,000 each.
Yeah, Gibbs.
Magic ain't cheap.
Right? But it's good forever.
But it's okay because that invisible guy that was at the warehouse said, "Oh, I can't hit him because he's protected." So I know it works.
Yeah, so we just called a rock elemental. Somebody else to do his dirty work. Anyway.
So, do I
Okay,
receive a
so
transfer?
no, I never gave him any money. I never asked for one.
Wow!
Con roll.
Yeah!
I'm helping. Like,
I never asked for one.
that's not even a
Is
like
that even a
opposed roll.
That's a con roll from you, Jay.
What am I rolling?
I don't know. What do I roll?
Well, he's got to make
Judgment
it at least a
10.
success at this point in time to have
So
this
what am I doing? Like an intuition and
con and charisma.
Charisma.
Jesus. I never asked for one.
Can I add my
Don't.
photographic? What? I'm helping.
Don't. There's no reason to. Jay has rolled his con plus charisma roll.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh.
That 3 right there.
No, the
yeah,
last
I
one
mean-
which says 0.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
nice.
if if you've changed your mind, that's unfortunate because it's 28,000.
Well, good luck getting it because I don't even have that much.
Wait, is that another con roll that he has to do?
No, there's no.
That's not a con.
Is there a bank account check roll I can do? Okay.
I could do that.
No.
Do you want to let me to look and see how much money he has?
I just frown because I'm
No,
not.
I mean, really, I wasn't there for it.
I'm sorry, what? You weren't there for it?
Yeah, I wasn't there for that session when you went.
So he has no idea how much it costs. He had no idea how much it was worth or how much he'd have to pay for a powerful amulet that's going to put that much protective scryingness thingy, whatever you want to call it, on you.
Oh,
There's always a payment plan. Layaway? Would you take his layaway?
Did you say leg away?
Legaway.
Can
Can you take his leg away and then give it back when he pays off the amulet?
you know what? I'm sure somebody will be interested in it. I'll
Sell it for 35,000.
Yeah. I'll make up the money somehow, Gears.
Trixie says, "Wait a minute, don't
No,
I
like-
need this so I can go outside?"
Yes, you do.
Yeah, it would be nice to be able to go outside, wouldn't it?
She will elbow Gears as she comes into the room. Nice underwear,
I'll just
she'll
laugh
say.
at her. I mean,
She'll elbow you and then she'll say, "Nice wound," as she points at your guts. She fishes into her purse and she pulls out a cred stick. "Here, it's got 6 on it. We'll start with that."
Thank you
what?
very much. And as soon as it's delivered, I'll make sure you get it. And I'm looking right at her. I'm not looking at all at Gears.
She leans over and she gives you a kiss. "I appreciate that." And then she looks at Gears. "It's not that much, honey."
You want to go with him?
No. Do you see
Got
this?
more money.
She rubs her belly at this point in time. This isn't
got-
him. This is you. Come on.
He's got ranks in Karma Sutra.
Are you saying that?
No.
Okay, then.
I should.
Because how would Zamora
How do you know? Yeah, that's right.
I read the Karma Sutra too.
Did you put
Yeah, but
ranks in it?
did you spend karma to be good at
And
it?
I put ranks
That's
in
what
it
it
after
takes.
reading it.
I know because I was attached to his phone while he was banging Van Zant.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's how I know.
She saw a double butterfly.
I saw a lot. I was just sitting there watching, eating popcorn. It's like, what? What is that?
Crow's nest.
Shame on you, woman. You're a married woman.
So that doesn't mean I can't watch.
Yeah.
And then film it, and then put it on the Matrix. And make
I wouldn't put it on the
somebody
Matrix.
Side job.
Ooh, I could like take and manipulate their faces, and it could be somebody else.
else. Yep.
There you go. That's one of the things I was working on.
Sweet. Yeah.
Deep fake it.
Deep fake.
Do I still get like some of the proceeds from the
What?
views?
You don't even know I did this.
Oh, okay, cool.
it's
Oh, right.
All right. So,
a side project.
do you want to tell everybody about this possible side work now?
Oh yeah. I've got a way that you might be able to make some money, Jay. But I'm not
Great.
sure how much. Sorry, Gears.
Who's Joe?
Yeah,
Home security guard.
I've got a meeting arranged for tomorrow. Might be a job. Not sure how much it's paying, but we could all maybe make a quick buck.
Yeah, I'm game.
How about you, Zoe? All right.
I'll see.
I'll
I
let-
mean, if you guys need me,
Oh, we'll need you. We always need you.
need you.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know the details when they come through.
Yeah.
All right.
Look at Nemo's comlink. His gears misspelled.
Cheers.
As Jews.
What do they call him, Jay? Yep.
Yeah.
He's not real good with the technology.
I'm German. We pronounce things differently.
Years.
Years.
Years. Oh no, that's like
Years.
Swedish.
Soft G.
Yep.
Yeah, my name is
Actually, no,
Years.
Germans would have it hard. G. It'd be Gers.
Yes.
Getters.
It's all
Getters.
hard. It's all hard all the way.
Getters.
Hard all the time. The language is.
Karma Sutra.
Okay.
So I don't see a reason why we can't hit the fast forward to tomorrow button when you guys go to this meeting. And who's all going to this meeting?
Nemo is.
I will because
I'm
I
going.
have negotiations.
Okay.
Yep.
And
You've got negotiations.
Yeah.
Gears needs money, and I'm.
if nothing else, I can help be the face.
There you go.
Walking in the tiny, tiny footsteps of Sunny Day.
Aww.
I
Learn
know.
from
Your
the
little
best.
baby face.
Babyface Samora!
Nice.
That was my Tommy gun.
Nice.
So, Lee sent you an address that you give to Gears. I'm assuming you guys would take 1 or 2 vehicles.
I haven't been on my bike for a couple of days. I'm gonna take that.
Do you do anything before heading over there?
I make sure I'm wearing my necklace,
Check.
and I make sure I have a mask on,
Okay.
and I make sure I have my clothes and my armored jacket
Mm-hmm.
and my Predator 4 and my combat knife.
Okay. Anyone else?
I make sure that I wear a helmet and another one of my little mask thingies with teeth across them. Really cute. And my jacket and my backpack
Okay.
with my dick.
With your what?
With my dick. I don't. Do I need to take my gun? I don't want to take my gun.
Always bring one.
You do the gun. I'll do the thing.
Wow. I mean, do you want me to like carry it so that I can toss it to you in a pinch?
Yeah.
Okay. Just not the sniper rifle.
That's for whenever we have actual work.
That's for shooting grandmas in the back.
Shut up! It was one
What
time.
about Gears?
On my armor and take a gun with me. And
Okay.
that's
Okay. I will ask the same question again beforehand. This is the last time.
Uh-oh.
What do you do before going there?
Oh, good. I'm gonna take the address
Mhm.
and do matrix perception.
Okay.
A real good one.
I go in blind.
I go in blind and just follow me, and then we get shot at.
It always works out.
And then I have to pay $1,500.
By the way, I don't think I will ever ask that question again. Twice.
How's the weather?
Shitty. Let's check. All right. We've got a dice rolling chart. Somebody once asked me to put this dice rolling chart up for them to see. I forgot, and I apologize. But I still have it, and we're still going to use it. Here we go. First D6 is a 3. Going to the third chart. Second D6. Dear God. There's only one opportunity on this chart for really terrible rain, and it's if I roll a 1. It's not a 1.
Yay!
It's just the wet stuff. You know, the fuzzy water that moves from side to side kind of thing. The weather's just great. There's some sunlight. The streets are draining. There's not a lot of puddles everywhere. Just
So
the wet stuff.
Any negatives?
None.
No.
No negatives.
Fantastic.
No
Matrix
negatives.
perception. Matrix perception. Hopefully, I do some good stuff. Yeah. 8 successes. And it would be a 7 max.
Okay. This address, which is on Baker Street, seems to be attached to a collection of small brown and red brick kind of combo building, several storefronts. All of them are empty. All of them it says for lease on several of them. There's phone numbers. This is the information you're picking up online. There's one realtor company involved in it. The area around it looks to be squat town. Lots of makeshift buildings and whatnot. And Baker Street address is actually in the lower part of downtown. near the upper part of Tacoma. If you need, I can slide back over to the map. Right now, we're just staring at this really cool dragon. Dragons are cool.
That's cool. Okay. What about? I mean, I guess I'll keep going and looking around to see if there's any like comm links or hidden things or anything.
So now you're going to that location and looking for active icons.
Yes.
All right. I will say with that successes that you got, definitely you zip over there and start taking a look. And there is an active icon there. It is not invisible. It seems to be someone's personal comm link.
Okay, but nothing else. No cyberware, no Wi-Fi guns, or.
So are we doing are you searching for anything invisible?
Yes.
That's a silent rolling is a different roll. Let's do that. Computer plus intuition, data processing your limit, and the other individual is logic plus sleaze.
You said computer plus intuition, so it's basically the same roll.
The same exact roll, yes.
7 successes.
And let's see, he has somebody has used a piece of bubblegum foil to kind of try and hide the fact that he has a secondary phone on him that is running silent. That's it. It's adorable how much effort he put in. All he really did was turn on the special feature in the phone called running silent.
Aww.
Yep. He didn't even download an app for it, so, to be better. It's just, I'm in airplane mode.
Oh, God. Okay. We're good. Let's go, guys.
Okay, anybody else? Anybody else want to... No? Once? Twice?
No,
I mean,
I'm good.
What would I do?
I don't know, whatever you want to do.
Prep, grease up your guns, take it apart, and put it back together real quick.
I already did.
Time yourself.
Twice already.
Oh.
The drive to Baker Street is pleasant considering the weather. It's almost like it's a clear day. We know it's not a clear day. There's actually rain or mist and whatnot. But everybody's still outside having a decent time for those people you pass by in neighborhoods where it's miserable. You get to the lower end of downtown and things are looking pretty fine. You get to a squat town. Basically, it's a bunch of damaged buildings or squatters and whatnot that have taken residence on some of this small section of the burbs. There's docks nearby as well, some businesses. It's not so bad off, but it's not so great either. You guys come driving into this area. You come across this, what is the word? It's like a plaza of storefronts. Probably at least
Strip
10.
mall?
What's that?
The strip mall?
Yeah, it's like a strip mall, a couple strip malls, all angled around this one parking lot, and everything is closed save for a tobacco store on the corner. Homeless people are lined up all over the place, camping out on the overhang, as well as on the side of the building, dumpsters and whatnot. There's a dumpster near the entrance of one of the areas to get into the parking lot. It's been used to barricade that entrance, and it looks like it recently went through a fire. Everything still has that wonderful wet shine to it. There is about 2 cars in the parking lot near the tobacco store, but there is another car. It is a white pickup truck, sitting off to one side, and amongst the homeless people that are about, probably at least a dozen, seeing Lee amongst them is not hard to identify her.
Ooh, look, there's Lee.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed. So, yeah, I'll get off the bike and take off my helmet and wait for the group to gather before we go up, right?
Yep.
Should wait. Wait for Gears.
I guess. I would assume he would have been
Wait
right
for me.
beside us. Or right
Well,
behind.
because 3
I
of us
would
don't
be
fit
the
on the
first
bike.
one there.
Oh, right.
All right. So you see a white truck. The Gears blue car Tracy. Is that correct, Jay?
Yeah.
And then you guys pull up alongside, and you see Lee. Gears, you remember meeting Lee in that whole altercation in the building, so you know her. So you're just hanging out near her. There's a couple of homeless people sitting nearby sorting through their garbage bags, and they're having like an early morning cookout of soy cakes. And you guys have been offered some coffee and soy cakes from these homeless people if you're hungry.
So sweet.
Yeah.
No, thank
All
Oh,
right.
some coffee.
Lee, they have arrived.
I nod to them and start heading in their direction. And is Alexander around, or?
Yeah, he's inside one. So the building on the end used to be a dojo. It's still got some stuff in it, but the doors, when he wants you to meet at Baker Street, the door is generally unlocked.
Sick.
It's also got a small entrance near the front and the back, and so the back leads into a dual direction alleyway. So in case you guys have to escape, you know which way to go. In case you get ambushed, it's a shotgun opening to easily control the inflow of bad things.
I say, come, he's in there.
Okay. I will lead the following.
And
I'll go
in,
second.
in addition to her usual clothing, Lee has
I apologize, Robin. You cut out there. You said Lee has.
a dart pistol
Okay.
just
Oh.
hanging.
I mean, you are in a somewhat of a seedier side of town. Having a weapon
Yeah.
displayed is not considered improper.
Yeah.
Is this like a tranquilizer dart pistol?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I knew. I understood. Okay. Cool. Well, I'll be watching out for that, I guess.
You're gonna have to
Yeah,
carry
you probably should.
All right, you guys enter into the building. John, you notice right off the bat that this dojo is set up so it has a kill zone right there near the front door for like if you needed to defend it. So being in this building is a bit secure in that concept.
Okay.
When you there's a gentleman on this side of that wall of protection in the front area of this dojo where there's a mat and old statues hanging around. There's a statue, and then there's a broken trophy and a sign that looks like a striking cobra. The gentleman have you ever met Chris's brother?
I don't think that I have.
Yeah. So anyways, he looks like a taller, skinnier Chris, and his eyes are a bit ragged. You guys are in this building that doesn't seem to be used very much. He's smoking long hauls, and he's got a coffee pack in his other hand, which a coffee pack is nothing more than a silvery plastic pack that has coffee in it that you stab a straw into and then drink out of.
Oh, man.
like a Capri Sun.
Yes, but it's
Sounds awesome.
soy calf.
Oh my god, I want one of those.
So, man, it has not been that long since Chris was killed.
Like a week.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I want to make sure it was still a short time frame. So yeah, approaching him, I'm gonna hold out my hand to shake his.
Okay. He drops his pouch drink into his pocket and extends a hand.
Yeah. I'm really sorry for your loss.
Thank you. I'm really sorry for trying to kill you.
I'll smile at that a little bit.
Confusion?
Do you say confusion, or is that just your character's look on their face?
Look on my face, but it's very obvious.
No one seems to be working toward an answer to your dilemma. I appreciate what you're doing for me, Lee, as he directs his attention to your newly found maid's friend.
I nod and say, I understand where you're coming from, and Chris was my friend too.
He gives a nod. Her name is Shulai, and she's an enforcer in the Tong. Means she's a decent height, and I think she's the one who made the call on my brother. I want to talk to her, and then I want her dead. I want to find out who's next in the line or something. I don't know who called the hit on my brother, but I know that they did it because of you. And he looks at Nemo. And the only way this gets any better is if I send a strong message about my brother's death. Lee here thinks that she needs help doing this job. You have skills, and I have money. I need your help.
How much money we talking?
What I really want is I want to know who ordered my brother's death. And I also want the person who killed my brother, the one who actually did the job. So those are the two people I really want. I don't know really how to price this one because as far as my work goes in the shadows, I've never done this, but from my reference, I'll offer you 10 standard to get me both those people. I want to do the work. I want to be the one who finishes it. They both took out Chris, and I want to take them out.
So we're going to find this lady, bring her back to you. Then we got to find someone else after that,
Yeah.
and we don't get paid till we get both those people.
I mean, I can give you some money up front if you're really strapped for cash, but Lee's put faith in you, so I believe that you're able to do it. I'm fine with doing
Well,
it.
I'm just trying to figure out how are we calling this two different jobs?
Yeah, that's fine.
Two different
1,500, 15, sorry, what is that? 5 standard for each. I mean,
Okay.
the man who did it or the woman who did it and the one who made the call and said to go do it, both of them I feel are worth 5 standard.
So wait, out of character. It's 5 standard for per each of us for each of them.
No, that's
So
not what
30
he's saying.
standard
He's
total?
talking
No,
about
it's
30
total.
grand to kill both, to get both, capture both of these people.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I heard 30.
It's 30,000.
Right, 15 standard.
Right.
No, not 15 standard. 10 standard.
10 standard.
Oh, why did I hear 15?
Because $15,000 for finding one, and then $15,000 for finding the other.
Okay, sorry.
Which is way
Yeah, that's right.
underpriced.
Underpriced?
Yes.
Well,
How much did we get paid for taking out Van Zandt? And now we're going up against a gang member?
I mean, Van Zandt was like corporate CEO.
Right. And this is gang member that's throughout, like, worldwide.
Yeah, it seems
But
a
not the
little bit
leader
low.
of the... I mean,
I'm
I don't
assuming
know.
all of this conversation is out of character right now.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. That's kind of low. It really is. Now, if we're doing it as like a favor, and then we get him as a contact, and he's well connected, and maybe. But like, what can he do? Really is the issue. Like for us later.
Okay, well, do you want to face it up? Because
Come on. Put on those sunny shoes.
Yeah, I'll say to him, you're asking us to go after a major worldwide organization. Your offer seems a little bit.
All right, what do you propose?
I kind of look.
What?
Zoe's our leader, right?
Oh god!
yeah, Zoe's pretty though.
Shit.
I mean, we've done stuff like this before for smaller organizations for a lot.
So out of character, guys.
I'm kind of buttering him up to lead you into.
Yeah, he's role playing the assist negotiations role.
Which is great. But like out of character, how much am I gonna ask this guy for? Like how much do you guys think? Because honestly, I'm thinking 10 standard each. And that's low end. Because we're finding, kidnapping, interrogating, letting this guy kill her, and then like
I think 10 standard each is, yeah. 5 for one person, 5 for the other. I think that's decent. Unless you think we need more.
I mean,
I feel like I really undervalue my services at this point because all of this sounds like a ludicrous amount of money.
Well, you just dropped 28K on necklaces not to be found.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
You have
so
brought your game up to a new level.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, now I see your point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 10 standard each sounds, like if we're talking like he's lowballed us,
Yeah. He
Then-
is way low. Like
then like
it's almost insulting.
10 each. Yeah.
But I understand.
Yeah, go
He's
for it.
okay.
But he did say that he doesn't know how to price it. So it's not
Yeah,
that
he said, I've never done this work before.
I
Okay.
wouldn't take offense to it. He just doesn't know the business.
He said, I've never taken this kind of work in the shadows. So
Right.
that tells you he's done shadow running before. He's just never ordered the capture and assassination of somebody.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for the hint, Cassie. I mean, Sunny from the chat room.
20 standard each.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay. So as Gears with the assist, how do I say this? Like Gears has said, we've done smaller jobs like this for less or for more money. So honestly, you're looking around 20 each.
20 standard each?
Yes.
He looks to Lee.
I know what the family used to pay for stuff like this. Yes, that's
All right.
And that's honestly on the low end.
yeah. Lee nods.
Way low end.
He's shaking
Yeah,
his
Lee
head.
nods.
He'll turn and face away from you for a minute and begin contemplating. Go ahead and roll your negotiations. Lee, Gears, and Zamora. Lee and Gears are aiding Zamora's negotiation roll versus Alexander's.
Is
Okay.
it charisma and negotiate?
That is correct. So he is.
So whatever dice they get as hits, I add to my roll, right?
And your limit goes up by 1.
Okay.
Okay, I rolled 1 success.
So that's
Which
1
isn't-
extra dice.
But it's not
3
half bad.
successes.
That's 4 dice, and your limit goes up by 1. All right, so he has a charisma score of 5, but he was a military negotiator for over 2 decades. So I'm going to give him 8 dice for his negotiation skills.
Hey, me too.
He has first impression, so he gets an extra dice. Isn't it 1 dice or 2? It's 2 dice for first impression. So it gives him 15 dice to this roll. A third, 5 successes.
You still have edge, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
really-
let's just do the whole edging thing now because this is a lot of money.
Can I give her my edge?
No.
Can I use my edge on my old roll?
Only 4 successes.
God damn it.
Can I?
Come on, dice roller. You ass. I tried, guys.
You added the dice?
Huh?
That's what the dice added? Your the additional dice.
Yeah, what's your charisma?
You got
My charisma is 3.
And what's your negotiations?
1.
Great. That's 4 dice.
so yes,
Plus
it
another 4
is.
dice is 8.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah. I did 8, and then I re-rolled
So
the.
honestly, Jay should have been the one rolling.
Yeah, I
'Cause
mean,
he's
I've got
5
one more dice.
One more dice. Oh. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so he turns back. I get it. I get what you're asking. And I am stepping outside what I normally deal with. So I can't promise you that much, but we can make an arrangement. He walks over to what looks like garbage, and he pulls out of it some rolls up paper, and he comes back over. I'll make you a trade. We go with my original offer, and I'll make it 4 standard for each of you. And he hands the piece of paper up and he says, you get me the first one. This is a location of several Tong warehouses in Seattle where they store their supplies, their routes of moving, and the things that can be found there. He hands the piece of paper over to you. First thing you notice off the top, guns, ammunition, cyber decks, hardware, cyberware, prostitutes, people.
Prostitutes
Yeah.
and people.
Yeah.
God damn
He
it.
immediately pulls the piece of paper back. I can't pay you that much, but I can give you information. And then you guys can learn, you guys can use it to make some money on your own.
So we get 4 standard
Each.
for both people.
Yep.
For the first one. Is that what he said?
Well, so we get 4 standard for both people.
Yep.
Each.
So $12,000.
Each.
And a list of locations of very valuable
Places that
stuff.
you can hit, that you
Yeah.
can make money off of.
That I can wear a mask at.
That's correct, Bunny. On his piece of paper and information that he took, they did not register sex workers as people, as part of their slave.
'Cause they've already been Raku'd. So.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I'm going to have to hack so many of those.
Yeah. Yep.
Or you could always just drag them out into the street and then, oh, that's a bad idea.
So, yeah, I'm game for that price.
Mm.
Did you hear Cassie in the background?
Yep.
Sunny Day is rolling over in her
Hey, you know
designer
what?
sheet right now.
I don't concept of
Out of
how money
character.
works out in the world.
I'm not quite game. That's so low.
I also have like a personal, personal reasons, so I'm pretty cheap right now. Cass is basically shouting that we need money.
Y'all need money!
So there's
No,
also,
no, Jesus.
he points out that you guys are contemplating, so this is like in the moment. I'm not going to
Yeah.
interrupt. He's going to give you a chance to talk. He asks Lee to step in the back with him.
Yep. I will.
All right, let's huddle up.
Don't touch me.
So,
Nemo,
What the fuck?
okay.
this is so not to happen, right? Because you got a thing against the Tong, right?
Yeah, that's a part of the long story.
So, number one, fuck is this guy?
This is the brother of one of my informants against the Tong.
Mm-hmm. Why is he dead?
Well, apparently they found out that he was informing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you feel morally responsible for his brother's death?
So I'm kind
not
of
morally,
helping
but
you if we take this job.
Wait, what?
So, since I'm kind of helping you if we take this job, so we'll take the job for the price he just offered. I'll take the job. I'll say yes if you knock a couple grand off of what I owe you.
how about this? I'll split my share between you two.
I'm sorry, you need to pay rent.
Of the money. I'll pay rent of the money that we get. So from the 4 standard each, pay you each half of it.
I don't even want half, just 1, and I'll give you that 3,000 back because I owe you.
Okay, so hold on. You're
want
giving
information.
You're giving me faces.
Yeah.
You want information. Like, if you have a question, ask the question.
Well, I want to know, like, what the issue with the tong is.
Okay.
I mean, we can talk about it at home. That's fine.
Yeah, that would be ideal, because right now we need to decide if we're going to take a job or not.
Sure.
And it's not in cast bills.
So I guess I'll walk to the back wherever they are.
All right. As you
Like,
enter,
knock on the door.
as you walk toward this section, you notice that there is a metal detector active, and so I'm assuming you have a gun on you.
No, Nemo has my gun.
Yeah.
Okay, but you have a deck on you
Yes.
and cyberware.
No. Yes. I guess Jack. Cyberjack.
Yeah, you still have your
Data
cyberjack.
jack.
Yeah. So you will click, and a light will appear next to it to let him know where it's at. And you're walking back into a room that it's actually, there are sandbags and concrete on this side, guns on the wall, at least a half a dozen on either
Okay.
side. There's a
Okay,
computer
then I will
here.
come to a very close range, but not
Like,
trip the
Yeah,
metal
you
detector.
couldn't see back here because of the small beaded curtain, but this is a small fortification beyond this area. So you step back and are taken back by this is not just an empty dojo.
Yeah. Hey, Lee. And Chris?
Alexander.
Alexander!
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris Farther.
Yeah. Faux pas.
Yeah, sorry.
And
Yeah.
We'll take it. With one caveat.
I'm listening.
We might want to call in a favor sometime.
I don't have a problem with that. You help
Sounds
me find
good.
the people who killed my brother, and I'll be quite okay with that.
Okay.
And Lee will you'll see Lee give him just this hug and there
Yeah.
pat, and that before she turns,
he
gives you
kind of half
both
hugs her
a
back too.
very deep nod, like almost a bow.
All right. We got a job.
Come on back. Let's have some coffee and talk about details.
Ooh, what kind of coffee you got?
I got this stuff when I was down in Puerto Rico about 3 months ago.
Oh, yes.
Caribbean.
You guys step into his small makeshift office. It's still designed that if you're standing near the front door and looking in, you don't see anything. But once you get in, there is plenty of designed protection from both the front and the back, as well as necessary accoutrements to defend said area. John, as you walk in, you see the guns. He's got a decent selection. And you see the design of it, and you're like, oh, that's kind of nice. There's some computers. I'll wait for Jay to get back. Jay has wandered away.
Radio, the vet bill earlier was $1,500, which Zamora paid generously.
I've never heard about it.
I know.
Nobody even mentioned that
That's
there was a
true.
bill.
That's true.
I thought maybe
And
call it
Jay,
a
as you
favor.
enter into the back room area, you see the same thing as everyone before, but you notice that the electronic metal detector near the front door is wired up with det cord.
Shoot.
Do you hear me, Jay?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. All right, so you guys move into the office. He begins talking about Shu Lai and the things he knows. He will keep, by the way, his piece of paper away from you guys. He's not letting you see it again. So Zoe's just going to have to go back and do a replay in her own mind. See if she can remember like some of the things. That's what
I can because technomancers have perfect memory.
That's why you got a memory roll. And didn't you get eidetic memory?
I did. I got photographic memory.
There you go.
Gosh.
So at least you have some of that pay data ahead of time.
I know.
Pay data, where the money really is. We're going to call our game here. It is now 10 o'clock. And I'm going to award some experience points real quick. The story made some great leaps and moves. You guys broke off on your own, attempted a real job negotiations against a fixer who has experience, and hit a brick fucking wall.
Gotta
It was
put more
super
points
nice.
into negotiation.
You do.
That's
But
what I'm gonna
maybe
55
things will be going good. And
Oh, fuck.
so I'm going to give 3 experience points for that from role playing. No, in total, I really feel because we're coming to the opening of a new chapter, 5 karma for this game session. Even though there wasn't any fighting, or anything like that. Fighting isn't necessary. We're starting a new chapter, and yeah, there we go.
So 5 altogether.
5 altogether. Yeah.
I can be good at techno.
All right. So, I want to thank our audience for joining us tonight. We are Original Box Set, and we have been playing our Shadowrun actual play. We have had a great time. You guys have definitely been filled with some really cool information. Thanks for sharing about your Shadowrun group. This has been really cool. I like the way it turned out. I hope you guys will join us. Next Sunday, we had Shadowrun listed, but we're probably going to be doing a one-shot of D&D. The same one-shot of D&D that I did the other week with Evan and Starlord. You guys can come out and hang out and while we do that, and we'll have some fun there too. Shadowrun won't be picked up until next month. I don't know if we're doing any gaming next month. My son's going to be in town. I got to figure that part out. I've got to figure it out. Because I want to make sure to spend time with him while still keeping up at least some shows. Some of them. Some Sarah.
You can call me some more. It's
No,
fine.
your name is Sarah. Yes, Sarah.
So this coming Monday, it's Besties versus Beasties, where Cassie and I go and play Ark Survival. We run around. They just released a new map, so we're discussing switching over to the new expansion map for the Vallejo.
Valerio. Yeah,
Valerio.
The G is not German.
Correct. So we might be switching over, and in the next month, July 15th and 29th, we're going to be over on the Shadowcasters Network playing Mutants and Masterminds over there, which is going to be very, very exciting. So if you guys check it out, we appreciate it. 15th and 29th of July. It's going to be on the calendar on originalboxset.com. So
as far as it goes,
that's all I got.
As far as it goes for our other shows, John has one. I'll let him talk about it.
Oh yeah, I do a casual play every Wednesday, and well, try to every Wednesday. Skipped it this Wednesday for reasons, but if you tune in this Wednesday, I'll tell you why. Actually, it's because Sarah needed the computer for Mutants and Masterminds.
That's true. We had a dry run,
so
it's a new system to us.
I'm going to be playing some World of Warships, so come play Navy with me, and maybe hear some stories from my dad's 24 years of service in the United States Navy. That's
last and not least, the other schedule that's coming up is on this Friday I will be running the Magic Shop. It starts at 6:30, and then later that night I'll be running Friday Night Frights. And those are two shows you want to check out. Friday Night Frights is a horror/thriller, and the Magic Shop is about magic item repo men. On that Saturday, we are going to be over in the Shadowcasters Network doing the Shattered Isles. Join us. And the hours, man, we have a calendar. You know what? We have a calendar. Thank you very much, John. But the hours for Beasties and Besties is somewhere around 6. The Civ, the World of Warships is going to be 6 as well. Magic Shop is 6:30. Friday Night Frights start at 10. And the Shattered Isles on Shadowcasters Network is at 5 p.m.s on all of these and Eastern Time. Check us out. Look around our website. We even have some cool art. We got some artists we're buying art from and stuff.
Yes.
We're getting our website more organized, and soon Sarah and I have been working our butts off to get the podcast organized, and then we will start putting out more of the podcast episodes. We'll get 61 up there. So we're done. Thank you so much for joining us, and you guys have a wonderful night. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.